Oh,
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Tee-Hee Tv, where today we're discussing Marvel Zombies, Nosferatu, and the Monkey. My
ignore the
name is
background.
Earl, and with me today is Damien. Say hello, Damien.
Good morning.
Yeah, and normally we would have Stone with us, but he has not shown up yet. But hopefully he'll show up later, and we will introduce him then. So, okay. So do you want to wait to discuss the content when he shows up, or do you want to go ahead and jump into it now?
Yeah, give it a little bit.
Okay.
Oh, now we're just gonna figure out something else for
Yeah,
now.
we got to figure out something else. Oh man. Oh no, we're unprepared.
Oh God, this never happens. Oh
Yeah,
wait, it pretty
we
much
are
always
totally
happens.
professionals here.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally professionals.
Yeah.
Uh,
Um.
uh,
Well, yeah, I had a question I was gonna ask to both of you, but I guess we can just ask Stone again when he gets here. What did you
yeah,
do for Halloween?
a whole lot of nothing actually. I had a group of people that I hang out with that were going to, or they did end up watching the Halloween movies, but I didn't participate with that. Um, but they did like an entire movie marathon of all the Halloween movies.
He's like, I did that last year, or
Yeah,
whenever
I
it was.
did. Plus, I was in bed by the time they set everything up because I
He's
was,
like,
yeah,
I could get up, but eh.
yeah, I was exhausted and I was tired. And it's just, I was like, nope, I'm not staying up to go watch those movies because by the time I woke up this morning, they were still watching the movies.
He's like, yeah, I would have fallen asleep. Maybe I would have made it through one.
Yeah, yeah. But no, I told them that it's just I would have like stayed until you made it to the movie that had my favorite death scene in all the
Oh,
Halloween movies.
was it was, no, the electrical box
Yep, the electrical box.
from four,
Halloween 6. Halloween
six.
6. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah. But I told my friend that it was it all depends on which version of the movie you see.
Yeah, because from memory, when I watched the alternate cut, it didn't have that.
Yeah, I think it's the producer's cut that doesn't have it. It's the
Yeah,
theatrical cut that does.
which it's a weird thing to have two different cuts of a movie where arguably neither are better than the other. They're just different.
Yeah.
Because I don't remember liking it any more than I liked the original. It was just,
Mhm.
yeah, basically a completely different movie.
Mhm. Yeah, but no, I just elected to not go into like the Halloween movie marathon, and they didn't even watch Halloween 3 either. Because my friend wanted to go to the theater to see Halloween 3 with local friends of hers, and so they decided to watch Psycho 3 instead.
I don't think I've ever seen Psycho 3. I've seen the first two. Never, yeah, no, I don't think I ever saw 3.
Yeah, I mean, I knew that they did a Psycho and Psycho, well, obviously Psycho because it's a classic, but I mean, I knew they did a Psycho 2, but I didn't know they made a Psycho 3.
Yeah, it's one of those ones I've known about, but just never really had any interest in. I can't even remember if Anthony Perkins. I think it was Anthony Perkins. I can't remember if he even came back to that one because he was in the first two, but yeah, even two is kind of it's a mixed bag. It's a weird movie.
Yeah, but
So like,
there was a guy in the community who really wanted to see Psycho 3, and I mean, they were like, okay, let's watch Psycho 3.
wait, so where's where's Halloween 3 playing? Just one of
Uh,
those those theaters that just play kind of just random shit.
um, The friend of mine, she didn't say where they were going to be playing it, but she did say that it was going to be local to her area.
Okay,
So,
because there's a theater. It's near me, but it's not near enough that I really go. Like I've ever been there, but they play just like all sorts of just older movies. Like I remember there's a couple times like, oh, they're playing, I don't know, Clockwork Orange or something. It's like that would be great to go see. And I'm like, yeah, do I really want to drive an hour though,
wait,
or however long it
you
is?
have to drive an hour to this place?
This particular place, yeah, like for an average, like just general movie theater, it's I think the closest to me is probably I don't know 25.
Okay. Yeah, I mean the farthest I have to go for well, I mean I have like three theaters near me. They're all in various distances, but like the closest theater to me is like a half an hour north of me. Then I have another theater that is like probably about I don't really remember. I'm not good with directions. It's probably like northeast of me. It's like northeast, probably about 45 minutes northeast of me. And then I have another theater that is like an hour north of me. And
Yeah, mine are pretty much all. I've got three sort of within half an hour, but then beyond that, it's pretty much yeah an hour plus. Like if I want to go see an IMAX movie, I think it's about an hour and a half ish.
oh, that's right. I also have an IMAX theater that is just over an hour north of me.
And yeah, the IMAX theater is somewhat in the city, so I got to deal with city traffic. It's just like
Yeah.
yeah, it'd
I
be
haven't
nice.
been I haven't been to the IMAX theater since I was a kid because it takes forever to get there.
Yeah, same.
Yeah,
Last thing I
but
saw was some 3D like dinosaur movie. I can't remember what it was.
I don't even remember what movie I went to see when I went to the IMAX theater because I was a kid when I went there the last time. But um no, the theater that I went to that I would go to that is an hour north of me. I refuse to go there because even park there, you have to pay to use their parking.
Like a decent chunk, I'm guessing.
About $5 for parking.
That's enough when stacked on top of everything else you're paying for.
Yep, yep, about $5 for parking. And I'm like, no, thank you. It's like,
Yeah, I'm good.
no. And then the other theater that is about 45 minutes south, not south, northeast of me. That theater is not bad, but it is just such a great distance because it's 45 minutes northeast and then 45 minutes back. Um, that's just, in my opinion, a waste of gas.
Yeah, it's just like it just seems like so much effort when I could just wait a little while and watch it at home.
Yeah, it's just too much. It's too much of a distance to go for just one movie. And then the theater that is 30 minutes north of me, that one's just easier to get to. And they also have better food.
And free parking?
Yes, free parking.
Good. Yeah, thankfully none of the ones near me have paid parking. I imagine I feel like the IMAX one probably just given that you have to pay for parking everywhere in the city, it probably does cost you.
Hmm.
I'm
Yeah,
sure you can find like somewhere free if you want to walk like an hour, but
yeah,
then you're looking at like a that's 5 hours added onto your trip.
yeah. But no, just the theater. Like speaking of which, there's a movie that's coming out this month that I really want to see, and that's that Predator Badlands movie that's coming out on the
Yeah,
7th.
I
I'm
do want to see that.
I'm really looking forward to it. I've been waiting for that movie all freaking year.
Yeah, I haven't watched any of the other trailers other than the first one, just because I'm like, yeah, I've seen the first one. That's enough. And they've released like 3 or 4 since then.
I haven't seen all the trailers, but I have seen a couple of the clips.
Yeah,
And
they could be
there
just
is an
clips from it.
article that I read recently where they were saying that it's an outcast predator that is teamed up with a human to achieve their goal. And I'm like, have you even read into this movie? I mean, Elle Fanning is not playing a human. She's
It's
playing in a synthetic.
a
She's
synth
playing an
with half a body.
android.
With yeah, half a body. Do you think a person could be carried around like a backpack with half a body?
Yeah. It's like, my God, it's just like, do your goddamn research, whoever the fuck wrote that article.
Probably AI. It's usually AI these days. The
Yeah,
amount of times I
probably.
read something, I'm like, I don't think a human wrote this.
Yeah, it's just, it's not a human. I mean, all you have to do is look at the first trailer that they released for this movie. Look at her eyes, and you would see the Weyland Yutani logo in her eyes.
I wonder if they're trying to build up to something again, or if it's just sort of a neat little thing in
What,
this movie.
building up to another, like, Predator or Alien type movie?
Yeah, or just some kind of shared universe thing of
Well,
some
they've
kind.
already established that the Alien movies and the Predator movies are in the same universe. They've established that a long time ago.
It's like I never remember. I don't think the Alien versus Predator movies are considered canon anymore. I don't think. I could
Well,
be
I mean,
wrong.
this movie confirms that it is the same universe.
Yeah, which is like, why the fuck not? Really?
Yeah, I mean, when I saw the trailer and saw the Weyland Yutani logo in her eyes, I about lost it at that point, going like, "Yes, it's fucking canon!" Oh man, I was so happy about that. We
Been
finally
nearly
have
20 years since we had anything like this.
yeah, it's just like we finally have confirmation outside of Alien versus Predator.
Just like the possibilities it opens up if, people do things correctly. We could
Well, I
see
mean,
some amazing things.
at this point, the only person I trust to be able to do things properly is Dan Trachtenberg. That's it. That's the director of this movie. He's the only one I trust to do it right. Because
I
he
do
did
hope
it
we see
right.
another animated movie at some point.
I'm sorry?
I said I do hope we see another animated
Oh,
thing at
yeah.
some point.
Killer of Killers was great.
Like I'm not the biggest fan of that. What would you call it? I guess it's an animation style. It's really become popular since was it Into
Arcane.
the Spider Verse, or I guess Arcane, but probably
Yeah.
before that I would say Into the Spider Verse or whatever the first one was. So they had that same kind of not jittery animation style, but it's not quite fluid. It's kind of odd.
It looks like the frame rates are dropping.
Yeah,
Yeah. It looks
but
very
yeah,
choppy.
I don't hate it. It just takes a little bit to get used to.
Yes. I don't know. I didn't really have an issue with it all that much. I didn't think that I would like it, but it didn't really bother me all that much.
Yeah, no, like it's sort of yeah. Again, like I don't know if I ever completely got used to it throughout the movie, but it wasn't just like this. I hate this is shit.
Yeah, but I would be open to them doing like another Predator movie, animated Predator movie, possibly even doing a continuation of the Predator movies with of the animated Predator movies with the same characters.
Yeah, I mean it was definitely left open.
Yes, possibly even seeing what happened to that Viking shield mate.
That's right. She stayed behind, didn't she?
Yeah, she stayed
Yeah.
behind so
So
that
that the
the
'cause-
samurai guy and what was his name, Torres, um, so
yeah, I
that
think it
they
was
could
Torres.
escape. I
There
don't
was
know
something
if
like
that samurai guy is going to live though, because his arm got cut off.
yeah, they would have to get him somewhere pretty quick. Unless there's
Yeah,
something on that chip where they can cauterize that shit or something.
yeah. Otherwise,
He'll
he's
bleed
gonna
out pretty
bleed out
quick.
real fast.
Yeah. Like 5 minutes after they leave the planet, they're all like, "Yeah, we got to." Ah, he's dead.
Yep, absolutely.
But no, doing things like this is it opens just so many fucking possibilities.
Mm.
You can go pretty much any time in history and place a story there.
I mean, yeah, there's plenty of time periods to draw from because there's been plenty of time periods in human history where there has been conflict, plenty of fighting, plenty of wars, where the predators could find plenty of prey to find and hunt. There's there's plenty of opportunities to draw from,
Just
and yeah,
I don't think
they could
there's
do it.
ever not been a time really in human
Yeah,
history.
yeah. I think it's perfect. There's a lot of potential with this. And what Dan Trachtenberg is doing with the Predator franchise, I think this could be a new renaissance for the Predator franchise.
Because I think, let's see, because one and two was sort of set in roughly around, like in the time when they came out, kind of thing.
Yeah. Yes.
Um, Predators, I think that was meant to be the future somewhere from
I think
memory.
it's meant to be modern time, as in like current at the time when it was released.
Okay, because didn't they ship the prisoners off to like a foreign planet?
Yeah, it was a foreign planet. It was not on Earth.
Because in those first two, like I don't think we had any indication that we had that kind of technology at that point. It was pretty grounded, really. Like first one's just it's all just set in the jungle. You got helicopters and whatnot. Oh, look who
Oh,
it is,
well, hello. Just for the record, I didn't throw myself in. Somebody else put me in here.
Charles.
Charles.
He wasn't going to let you lurk back there.
Uh, there is that image that I just cannot escape. Uh,
Oh, yeah, there it is.
God, I miss my pecs and my abs.
And that tan
Yeah, that tan, like grease.
back when when Grandmammy Whedon used to make him wear a hood on his head when he goes out to tan. Doesn't want the other neighbors seeing him.
Yeah,
God.
face is very pale, but everything else, well, spectacular.
So how are you guys doing?
Doing
Not too good,
fine.
bitch. Yeah, doing pretty good.
Charles, you were talking very passionately about the Predator franchise.
Yes, I was.
What of it?
Yeah.
But now you've stopped.
Well, I mean, look, I I love the Predator franchise. I think it's probably one of the coolest sci-fi franchises in recent years. Just there is another franchise that I also love that is in the science fiction world, but I'm not going to mention it because it's going to piss off Jim. Um,
Trek Wars.
Fartwarts.
yeah, but no, just Predator. I just find fascinating. I do, and with its connection to the Alien franchise, I just find that even more fascinating.
Even the lesser movies, I still like.
Which is why I'm such a big fan of Alien versus Predator. Now, Aliens versus Predator Requiem.
Shut up. That movie was great.
No, it's not. It's terrible.
It's not terrible.
Yes, it
It
is.
is terrible. It
What's
It
really
is
terrible
is.
about
so
it?
terrible.
Explain to me why it's terrible. Because to me,
It's like staring into a black screen. You can't see shit.
I saw it in the movie theater and saw everything. I thought it was a beautifully shot film.
No, it wasn't. It is a terrible fucking movie, and you are wrong.
Visually, I will agree. I don't have a problem with that, but everything else is just kind of eh.
Oh, he left. Okay.
Chicken.
Fucking machines are ridiculous, man.
What happened?
Alien Requiem was like a slasher film with aliens and predators in it.
It was a terrible movie.
I disagree.
I think I watched it through the first time all the way through. Last time I think I only made it 20 minutes. I was just like, I can't. This isn't how I remembered it. Maybe that was my mistake. Maybe it gets better after that first 20, but I just wasn't
I
wasn't into it.
saw it in the theater, and I had to walk out of the theater because I hated that movie so much.
So wait, both of you haven't finished the movie, but you're
No,
I
both
did
I
the
arguing
finished
that
it
no,
it's a
I
shit
eventually.
film.
no, I watched it like the first time I saw the movie. Watched it all the way through. Just the last time I tried to watch it, like last year or something. I just meh.
I finished the movie eventually, but the first time I saw it, yeah, I didn't finish it.
Well, I'll try to watch it again. What the fuck is going on with my microphone, man? Like, you guys are super low. I'm coming out real loud. I'm hearing fucking feedback on my speed. It's crazy. Like, it's like I'm using a whole different microphone and setup today. I don't get it. Oh
It's
well.
StreamYard being like, pay me.
Yeah, right.
No,
No, I don't think. Oh, StreamYard's being like, hey, we'll let your mics work now.
yeah. It's like, well, you didn't do that when I was paying you, so fuck off.
Fucking cunts.
Okay, so how's my audio now?
Very good, actually.
Yeah, my microphone volume was altered again.
It is one of StreamYard's favorite fucking things to do.
It
To
wasn't
change your goddamn
StreamYard that did
microphone
it.
settings around in the middle of like it's just fucking ridiculous. Oh yeah, yep. Echo's got the fucking goddamn. First off, if you turn on echo cancellation, it's terrible. How do I sound now?
Yeah,
You
sound fine.
sound the same.
Sound the same. I sound the same to me too, so I don't know. Anyway,
There's
that's
no
But
just
there's no
ridiculous.
background noise coming in though.
it
There
wasn't
So
is
that
StreamYard that messed with
no,
my
there isn't.
microphone audio.
there's no background noise coming in now.
No, there was a bit before, but now it's all
Okay.
gone.
Yeah, well I turned the background noise remover off again. Because, it's fucking ridiculous. It's ridiculous. You don't use StreamYard for a week and they're just gonna reset all your settings. Fuck off. I'm
Well,
never paying this company a penny again.
remember it would do that even before shows. Like you would set it up coming into the studio, and I would have to be like, "Hey, Mike,"
Yeah,
before we actually went live, just because it
yeah.
fucked with shit.
I got to have spent definitely well over $1,000 on StreamYard. I would say over all this time, years of paying for fucking StreamYard. I, I would definitely over 1,000. Is it thousands? I don't know. I mean, fuck. 2 months is $100 at this point. You know what I mean? And it's
And
been like this for a while.
weirdly, when it was cheaper, it was better,
That's a fact. When it was cheaper, it was better. 100% fact.
which is fucking nuts.
I'm never, ever, ever, ever fucking paying these cocksuckers a penny again. I hate this company. I'm offended to even be in a show with a duck on the screen. I hate
we've
ducks in the park. I hate them now.
we've had the same background the last three shows because it won't even let me delete the fucking background to just have a plain one.
Well, sure it will. Do you want one?
If you could do it, because I tried and it wouldn't let me. Said to contact you.
Contact me. What a bunch of jerks.
Contact the channel owner if you want to do something very basic that you should be able to do, even for free.
What? This is very ridiculous. Very, very ridiculous. All right, so hold up. Maybe if I remove a file here, I might be able to turn you black. Speaking of, what's this? InShot, customizer. I don't know what this is. Office Space. You need that overlay anymore?
I don't need any of them. Like, and if
All
we
right.
ever do, for some reason, I've got them on my phone. So
Deleted Office Space. No, fuck it. I don't. Now it's still telling. Oh, you have a lot of files. You can only have 100. Delete some. Okay, well, if you can only have 100 and I just deleted one, that means I have 99. No.
Jesus Christ. The future.
Oh, the future is so fucking futury. I don't know how to feel. Fucking aliens, man. We're in aliens. In 6 years, fucking Elon Musk, he predicts, or at least he's what I think it would happen, where I think things are going. Um, Within 6 years, most our phones will only be like these nodes. There won't be phones. They'll be formerly known as phones. There won't be apps. There won't be anything. There will just be a fucking device that you have that is 100% AI. And like everything you need to do, the phone does, or whatever this node does, all through
What's so
fucking
like
AI.
like that neural integration thing, or something
Well,
separate from that?
he didn't mention that, but I certainly, dude, this isn't good. Where we are now with the Neuralink and AI, these two techs getting to where they are now, and we being who we are now, it's really, really bad. Because, like,
Oh yeah.
you know how it all got here, right? Like from the birth of the cosmos and single cell organisms that then formed with other single cells that have nothing to do with them. They form with diverse single cells that have totally different functions. And then they create multi cells capable of doing more than the single cells can do, right? And then those multi cells, they go on generationally until they form with other multi cells that do other functions so that they can, do different things. And then eventually they become bodies and then, organisms, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And then we become these machines. That's literally the next step. If you look at the fucking entire history of the cosmos, this is exactly what's supposed to happen. We are single cells as humans. We are single cells joining with other single cells to become these multi cells, and then these larger multi cells join with other multi cells. What are those diverse groups of fucking cultures, whatever? They come together to create the next form. You see, currently we're Homo sapien. We're about to go extinct, and we're extincting ourselves for, what are you going to call it, Homo technus or something like that. The next species is emerging in front of our eyes for fucking 2 million years. Homo sapiens have only been here for 10,000 years. For 2 million years, there were 6 distinct species of homos roaming this planet. And one of
And
those
now
species was completely dwarfs, the Firenzians or something like that. They were 3-foot tall fucking dwarfs. Existed on this planet, giants, dwarfs, before us. This is real. This is not like fantasy shit. This is real
oh no,
science.
I've seen this before.
We showed up 10,000 years ago and we either genocided the other 6 species or we
Like
fucked them into complete integration to what we are now. But science doesn't know which one it is. But
it's
regardless,
probably a mix of the two.
something I don't fucking know. It's when you listen to this whole story of existence, it's pretty fucking weird. But yeah, that's it. We're done. We are birthing our next form right now. Not gonna be good
No,
because,
like
like,
you think,
especially if we
advance,
eliminated 6
it
other
gets better, right?
species.
Yeah,
What's to stop the next Homo, from wiping us out?
yeah, fucking us and killing us.
Oh,
Who knows in what order?
I just gave myself a headache.
Gave me a headache.
I went to see the Rocky Horror Picture Show with a live band playing along with the movie last night.
How
Wonderful,
was it?
but
Yeah.
boy, did I get a headache from it.
How you do I? See you've met my
Faithful handyman. The guy wasn't
handyman.
that great. Everyone, Brad and Janet were great. The lady singing Riff Raff was decent. Some big fat lady singing Riff Raff. She was like butterscotch, Babe Ruth, crushed jewels in my tooth. Oh, but it's the wrong Riff Raff. Never mind. Yeah, it was not a bad. It was a good thing, but boy, am I old apparently because I had to leave in the middle of it. I told the woman, I'm like, dude, I gotta go get air. This thing's hurting my ears. This fucking concert is hurting my ears.
As they say, if it's too loud, you're too old.
Yeah. Dude, it just felt like everything lately feels like it's fucking high pitched. Everything's happening inside of a can lately. My brain is it's dying.
Wait, is that a quote from the movie Airheads?
No. It might
No,
be.
what Damien said.
Oh, and he said, what did he say?
I think that is where if it's too loud, you're too old. I think that is where it comes from.
Huh.
Nigga, what?
What?
If it's too loud, you're too old. Okay.
I haven't seen that movie in years.
How much of my N word was unmuted?
None of it.
So the whole thing was there, or the whole thing was gone.
Yes.
You didn't hear any of it. So I never said the N word.
No. Why? Who would even think such a thing?
I said puff puff pass, nibbler. That's all I
The
said.
adorable little fella from Futurama.
Yeah, I ran out of cigarettes. I had to take the woman's cigarettes.
Yeah. Yeah, that is definitely from Airheads.
Okay.
This fucking guy. This fucking guy, Charles.
What?
I don't know. You have a
I
comment
wanted to
from Walkie
confirm
Talkie
it was
Man.
from Airheads.
Hello,
everyone.
Walker-Mania VT.
Hello, Walker, Texas Maniac. Fuck off with that. I don't know what I'm saying. Fuck off.
That sounds like a great movie.
Walker, Texas Maniac. Yeah, that'll be
Yeah.
our. We'll do that after Blackie.
Sounds good.
Still can't believe you're doing Blackie the musical.
Well,
I can, and I'm excited.
Well, are you? First off, can you not believe it? And are you really excited? Because the writer's room has been open for a few months and I haven't seen anybody show up there.
I already wrote a song for it. God damn it.
Yeah, a year ago.
So, did you write a song for it?
I think. A year ago.
You think? You are the one organizing this.
I wrote a whole outline for it. A bunch of weird characters that all pretty much suck.
Oh my
It's
God.
like Mayor Butterdick or something. I don't know.
Oh my God. You know, I regret telling you guys that story all those
No.
moons ago.
No, you don't, and no, you shouldn't. It's one of the greatest things I have ever heard.
Oh, the greatest things of when I was a child and I would come home from school and there was this bucket of this strange black liquid and I would drop pebbles into this bucket full of this strange black liquid and my imagination would tell me that I would be feeding this strange black liquid these pebbles and it would become my best friend as a child.
Yes. And look how how gleeful you were to bring that out.
Oh my God, what the fuck?
And look, you get you get a musical film out of it. Your favorite kind of film.
No.
Nah,
You know damn well that is not my favorite kind of film.
I don't know.
I don't know. I think you told me that when you grew up, you wanted to be like Dr. Frankenfurter, singing and just wearing
Okay, for that
garters
alone, I
and.
think I'm just gonna walk.
Walk as in leave, or walk as in like pace the room and sing.
Oh no, 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 no. Ah.
All right. Well, that aside, how about this? Let's save Charles's poor little brain. Is it
Okay,
true? I see these graveyard signs with food stamps on them. Did they really kill food stamps today?
no idea.
The woman says she doesn't think so.
I haven't heard anything about it.
If I look,
I feel like you'd have to jump through a lot of hoops to get that done.
I posted a. You have to do what
You'd have to jump through a lot of hoops to get that done.
to get what?
To cancel food stamps?
I thought it's happening. I don't know. I just think it's a tactic to make people feel falsely empowered. They've been doing it a lot. Jesus Christ, I'm fucking wheezing here. Because the other day I'm just sitting here feeling like a king on my high horse. Like, well, I don't have to fucking. Apparently, the whole fucking country is gonna be affected by some crisis, and I don't give a fuck. It doesn't fucking affect me at all. And nothing for nothing. I fucking work hard. Okay, so like, suck my dick. Okay, there's no fucking reason anybody should starve unless you're fucking retarded. Literally. And if you're retarded, someone should be taking care of you. Someone should be helping you. If you're just a piece of shit, go fuck yourself. Period. But I feel like that's part of the plan. I feel like that's what they want. Because this whole system is just a bunch of fucking people frauding it. People like these motherfuckers get like all fucking nice things because they can get free food. And it's like, no, we pay for our food and have no nice things. That's the way you fucking do it, you fucking scumbags. Why? So that our tax dollars can take care of retards, not scumbags. So, yeah, I don't know. I feel like this is another tactic just to make us feel like we're not garbage. I don't know. Like to make people who are not on food stamps feel like they're better. Because we
Maybe.
are.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody knows.
But anyway, I'm sorry. I just saw that passing. I was trying to save Charles from the saucy topic of his best friend Blackie. Speaking of best friends, I saw Stone say he's showing up. Where is he?
I'm not sure. He said he was going to show up in the chat about
22 minutes ago.
Yep, about 22 minutes ago.
22 minutes ago, he says, on the way. Just
Yep.
wondering. That's all. Just wondering where he is. Just wanted to say hi to the man.
Oh,
I knew it.
and
I
there
fucking
he
knew
is.
it. I knew it. I knew
You
it.
conjured him.
I do. I'm good at this.
Good morning.
Very good at it.
Who's this guy?
I know that because you know why I know. You know how I know I summons Mr. Stone here? Because he sits there listening and waiting for me to summon him and show up, so he could stick his finger at me.
No,
Stone, I saw a Rocky Horror Picture Show last night with a live band playing along with the music. Well, actually, they would mute the whole movie and they would just play. Shockingly, you could hardly fucking tell. I thought it was going to be a nightmare. And they were a rockabilly band too.
Really?
Like the worst
I guess
form
I
of
kinda-
music.
Yeah, but somehow that seems like it kind of fits.
It worked out shockingly. Like you don't like. Cause I'm sitting there like, how the fuck is a band gonna play Rocky Horror Picture Show's music? Because it's like an orchestra almost. You think Nah, it's just a guitar, a bass, some drums, and a saxophone, and you've got all the fucking sounds of the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Like apparently all you fucking need. Like you couldn't tell. You couldn't tell. I'm telling you until they started singing. and some of them weren't on point. Like the Frankenfurter wasn't great. Columbia was excellent. It was Columbia, right? Columbia was excellent. I don't even recall there being a Magenta. Does Magenta even sing in the movie? I don't think so. What?
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm not sure, but it's been a long
I'm
time.
not as nailed down with the names, honestly.
Well, either way, it was a shockingly good performance. Excellent Brad and Janet. There was a fat lady playing Janet. Big fat lady. They were all fat ladies, actually, except for Columbia. So it was like some old rockabilly guys and a fat lady. A bunch of fat ladies. But it was good. It was really good.
Groupies, they figured like, yeah, these ones could sing.
You know, one of the odder movies that I've seen, Small Engine Repair. Ever heard of that?
No. What is that? Fucking one of Rowan Atkinson's documentaries?
No, it seems like some sort of story, you know what I'm saying, about these three townies that, you know what I'm saying, that been friends ever since they were like in elementary school. And like something happens, you know, something happens one night and they don't talk to each other for like several months. And then the guy who breaks them up kind of brings them back
John
together.
Bernthal.
Yeah, well, he's one of the guys that, you know what I'm saying, that gets, you know what I'm saying, that gets rejected by the main guy and then brought back because they're hanging out. But then there's some new guy that comes in and everybody's sharing stories and memories. And then his particular story, yeah, it kind of comes to a certain point. And like I said, it was weird because right at about the climax of the movie, that is, you know, the family just basically stops it with 30 minutes left in the movie. But I was pretty much there on what was happening with that. You know, I mean, unless you guys have any intention on seeing it, I have no intention on spoiling anything.
I might now because I'm looking at something of it, and it was filmed. You know how I often I boast. It's not really a boast. It's a commentary on the surreality of this fact that I held an office, or held an office sounds like politics. My office, while working politics, was the same office that John F. Kennedy used prior to me, and then Martin Luther King used prior. So like, pretty historical fucking office. And then my ass shows up there, fucking. Well, it wasn't me. The owner of the building, right down the hall, had fucking just a table full of weed. So you know, it just became this big weed party in this place. It was a fucking great time there. But apparently,
either this St. Olaf or the Wolf of Wall Street, one or the other.
No, it's both. Both of those movies very much describe a lot of my life. But both of those things. St. Olaf should be a fucking movie, man. They really should turn that into. We should do that. But anyway, that's our dream. There you go, Stone. That'll be our dream project in a few years. St. Olaf, the film. That's it. Gotta happen. That just something I can't not see in my life. Not see. Yeah, no, but the movie Small Engine Repair is apparently filmed. They give a lot of establishing shots in Manchester, New Hampshire. So I'm going to assume that building, that diner where my office was, that historical location is going to be in this movie. Because if you're fucking filming in that area, this is like the most historic building in that area. Why would you not film it? And it's on the main, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to guess there's a chance that it'll be there. So I might look at it. But spoil it because I'll forget. I smoke weed.
Well, the young guy who's invited because the guy Frank is going to be buying Molly off of him. Super weird. It's super weird for his friends. Super weird for almost everybody who's seen him for like the last hour. It's super weird that he'll be buying Molly. To either use or sell. It's super weird. But anyway, they're hanging out. They're hanging out, they're drinking, they're sharing stories, and then the young guy shared this story about this where they all he's giving an example of why, because the older guys are, one of the older guys played by Tom Bernthal is learning about social media a little bit more, and he's telling them to be careful about what you're doing with social media to haunt you. And he tells them about this girl that he was, that he was basically messing around with or whatever, and basically she was like sending them pictures at first, but then she like sent them like racier shit, like a tit pic, and like her nipples or whatever, areola was so like big or whatever, he nicknamed her Pancake. And he was sharing and showing the pictures around that she was sending. He was coaxing her to send more, and he was showing his friends, and they started, the usual thing. And then when they have this, why am I echoing right now?
Because fucking StreamYards is a piece of shit, and go check your settings. It probably turned off your echo cancellation and your background remover, etc. Because it's a piece of fucking shit.
Ew.
See? So how many times do we have to stop the flow of things because somebody is like, oh, my fucking tech's not working right, like last time. My tech's not exactly as I left it last time.
Well, the checks are up, so it seems like the echo cancellation is supposed to be on.
All right, well, there you go. I blame Charles then.
Maybe you ought to get closer, turn down the gains. I don't know, but anyway,
you sound fine to us, at least to me.
I think I sound. Yeah. I'm not hearing the echoes now, but yeah. So he talks about that she comes to this party, and by this time, like almost all his friends and whatnot know about her and know about her nickname. You know what I'm saying? So some of the drunk guys started chanting out Pancake and whatnot, and she, not knowing what's going on, starts joining in with the chants too, and but then when she finds out,
not knowing that she's chanting about her own tits or areolas.
Yes. Okay. Yes. And then when she finds out, she tries to off herself with a bunch of pills and whatnot. His dad got involved, got him not involved, and and was able to, I guess to quell the situation, as it were. Like I said, by the time we got to the 30 minutes, it was starting to become clear that this guy, that the guy Frank, who is a bit of he's a bit of a beast in a way of like the way you would expect certain guys from Chicago or Boston to be, you know what I'm saying? Like he's one of those guys you don't want to swing hands with too much unless you're really up for it. So
is that the guy John Bernthal insisted on playing?
No. Well, no.
Surprise.
Johnny Burns.
Nope. Frank is that one. Yeah, Frank is the
tough
one
guy.
Tougher than, tougher than Swaino. Which is what John
I think you
Bernthal
really liked this movie because like twice, 2 or 3 times now, you've seemed to have like got caught in just a thought or memory of this film.
I mean, yeah, it was one point they was talking about it. This
in a loving kind of way, though. Like,
oh, get out of here! Like, I mean, look, like look, man, you know me. I'm a movie buff overall. When I'm sitting here trapped, I mean, I can't. My brain can't help but to pull into the details that'll keep me. They'll keep me somewhat interested. But it was kind of like a weird, slow burn. You know what I'm saying? Right to the last 30 minutes in which we started to get the strong impression, if you're like us, that that Pancake is Frank's daughter. And oh shit.
Oh.
And you started to feel like this was one big setup to get, to get Molly guy over here to deal with the Pancake incident.
Okay, that sounds interesting now.
Yeah, and they give it the last 30 minutes of the movie.
Okay. Now I'm kind of interested. I mean, Pancake tits already sounded funny, but now this plot. To get back at Molly guy, I mean, that sounds like an interesting something. Charles just fart.
No.
And funny enough, I think the guy, Jesus Christ, I swear to God, I am. Am I turning up the gain or am I turning it down? Let me turn this down. Maybe that'll help. But I'm still hearing it. But the guy that is that's selling the Molly or whatever, I think he's the guy. Have you guys ever seen Two Broke Girls?
No, I have not.
Well, not more
No,
than
I've never
maybe
seen
2
that
minutes.
ever once. Even yes, I've seen it a few times.
Oh,
I've
the
watched all
guy,
of the seasons at least twice.
yeah, the guy that's playing the Molly salesman. I think he was that Irish model kid that they were trying to use at one point, you know, what I'm saying, during the seasons. I don't know if you guys got that far.
Definitely not. I hated that show with a passion. Even a giant set of tits couldn't save me on that show to keep
You
me
know,
watching.
He's
I
talking
caught
about
it in
Kat
passing.
Jennings.
Kept me
I'm almost
trying.
I'm almost certain to save me at least a few shows.
But wait,
You know, it
what
kept
is
me
Stone? What was that movie you were talking about the whole story about Pancake?
small engine
en-
repair.
Well, what is
I
it?
just wanted to show I was listening.
What do you mean? What is it?
No, what's the movie?
Small engine repair.
Small engine repair. Okay. Small engine repair film. Okay. Directed by John Polono.
I assume. I
Okay.
don't know if you were asking, but it has John Bernthal in it, and old guy, and the guy from Kong Skull Island is in there too. Do you love your mama? How much do you love your mama? That's one of my favorite lines from him. Oh yeah, eating this for the living. Like this is what get out. Yes, sir. Unconventional enemy. I don't know, man. He was
Sorry, I was off. I was off elsewhere. I actually have to go get ready for work now, you gentlemen.
all right.
Yeah, terrible.
Have
terrible
fun
day.
washing your pecker.
Yeah, I know. I won't be listening to you while washing my pecker this time. Okay. All right. I'll talk to you guys later on.
All right.
Peace.
Not you, Siri. Go away. I didn't even ask for you. Okay, goodbye,
How
guys.
you are doing? Watch your penis.
Siri, can you say Damien has a tiny pee-pee?
To who?
Okay, goodbye. Go away, Siri. All right, bye, guys.
Peace.
Bye.
Yeah. Also, Shea Wiggum was also in the movie, and he was in the most recent Mission Impossible movies.
And also one of the main characters in Boardwalk Empire. Fantastic show.
I always wanted to check out Boardwalk Empire.
And his daughter is in Ted / was in The Punisher season 2.
I went to a hotel in New Jersey that had got a room that was based on Boardwalk Empire.
Nice.
Yeah, it was real. It was real old school Vegas-y.
Like, yeah, Vegas, but not Vegas. It's an illusion.
I mean, like I said, it definitely made you feel like old school, like start of Vegas at the height, you know what I'm saying, opulence of it, you know what I'm saying. It definitely brought you, like I said, I mean, not it's weird to say that I know that, but honestly, from the movies that I've seen, it really did bring it back to that way back time. Definitely felt like I went in the way back machine.
And I guess at a certain point, it was all like both Atlantic City and Vegas. It was all mob owned, so they probably had the same kind of sensibilities as far as design and shit.
Now let me think: was Boardwalk Empire based on Vegas or Atlantic City?
That was Atlantic City.
Okay, well, cool then. Well, then that works even better. But like I said, for me, because I've never been to Atlantic City, I've never even heard what Atlantic City was like compared to Vegas. So it was all I always compare stuff like that to Vegas.
It's sort of, yeah, like, at least, yeah, from what I've seen in movies and TV, it's mini Vegas,
But
sort of.
I could definitely say my recent visit, everything is too computerized for me, too video game like. I need to get to Vegas to where you can play an actual where you got a dealer dealing your cards and you got people beside you that you're playing against and everything like that. I want that feeling. That's why Vegas is always going to be on the bucket list because I need that feeling or I need to find a more traditional casino in Atlantic City, I guess, if we were to go there again.
I mean, I've been to Vegas, but I've never been to Atlantic City.
I don't know what Atlantic City's like now because I feel like at a certain point it had a bit of a bad reputation. Like, it gone downhill quite a bit.
Stone?
I think he's frozen. Yeah, definitely frozen. Either that
Yeah,
or he's
he's frozen.
very good at holding a position. Yeah.
Yep.
Loading, loading, loading. No, I would love to go to Vegas someday. I mean,
Yeah,
there's fucking
I've been to Vegas
a whole bunch of
twice
places
in
in the
my
U.S. I'd
life.
love to go.
Both times I was a kid, and both times it was with my father. We my father took my brother and I there on a vacation. We were going there. It was on the way while we were traveling to the West Coast. We were
So it was
traveling
like,
to we were traveling to California, and Las Vegas was on the way. And my father had family in Las Vegas, and we were visiting them.
so
And
did you get to see the strip or?
yes, we actually
Yeah.
walked through the strip. It was an experience. I'd never seen anything like it before, and I was wowed by it. And I remember when we went inside one of the casinos, um, I was told by my dad not to go into like the area where the slot machines were because we would have gotten yelled at by security because we were underage.
Yeah.
Because you have to be 21 years or older to be even in that area. But my aunt, my elderly aunt on my uh, shit, I don't even remember because it's been so long. But I barely knew the woman, but she liked to frequent the casinos. But I ran up to her to say hello while she was doing the slot machines, and she was like, "Oh, hey, glad to see you," that kind of thing, and we hugged. And then security ran up to me and basically told me to get the hell out of there.
You get the fuck out of here. I was
Yeah,
just seeing my Grammy. Get the fuck out of here.
yeah. Security didn't even care while I was there. They just told me to get the fuck out. And I was just a kid. I was just a kid. Now, I was not happy that I was being treated that way because I was like, I'm a kid. You can't treat me this way. But now that I'm older, I understand why security was being that way.
Just like,
Because
okay, because they could have gotten in a lot of trouble.
yes, they could have. They absolutely could have gotten in trouble. So now I understand why they were being that way.
Because I imagine the fines for that kind of thing, if you happen to get fined, is pretty heinous.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Welcome back, Stone.
Yeah, welcome back.
Thanks. Oh, the fuck that was. Like I
Yeah,
said,
but
the only guy.
that wasn't the only family member I had in that area. My father also had a cousin that worked at one of the casinos. She was in charge of their like their housekeeping department at the time. I don't know if she still works there.
And all this reminds me, we gotta get Casino on the list at some point.
Yes, I agree.
I chucked that on the other night. So I was like, I haven't played a 4K Blu-ray on this TV yet. Well, just check that on for a bit. And had a podcast going. I was, I'll just listen to this podcast for a bit and play a game. Hour and a half later, I was still watching the movie and listening to the podcast. Like, even without sound, it's such a great movie.
Yeah. But no, that cousin that cousin of my father, she was nice. And her husband was also very nice as well, because when we were visiting their house, just hanging out, I was looking at their movie collection and I noticed they had a movie that I had never seen before. The movie was called Stargate. And I asked, it's like, hey, can I watch this? And they were like, sure, let's watch it. Watched the movie, absolutely loved it. It became like I thought it was one of the greatest movies I'd ever seen. And after I had finished the movie, I was like, here you go, here's your movie back. The husband was like my father's cousin's husband was like, hey, do you want the movie? And I'm like, are you serious?
Like, are you
It was
shitting
like,
me?
yeah,
Yes.
sure.
Yes.
He gave me his copy of Stargate for me to keep. It was like him handing me the Holy Grail to keep. I was
That's a
like,
stand-up guy right there.
yeah, oh man, I thought it was the greatest gift I had ever received. I was like, dude, you're cool. I was like, holy shit, dude. That guy was fucking awesome. He ended up giving me a copy of a movie that ended up becoming one of the greatest movies I had ever seen. To this day, that movie is still one of my favorite movies. I love
Un-
Stargate.
Unfun fact, I've never seen it. Always wanted
Really?
to, just never gotten around to it. Loved SG-1, but never seen, that original movie.
Yeah, Stargate is a great movie. I love it. Yeah.
Yeah, I've never heard anything but great things about it.
Yeah, it's a very good movie. It's very exciting. But yeah,
And
I don't know what's going on with those people anymore, but then again, I'm not really in communication with people from that side of the family.
so they just kind of just drifted apart over the years.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah, you get that.
Yeah. But no, just like it was that side of the family is mostly just a mixed bag anyway. But moving on. Um no, just on the subject of going to Las Vegas, it's just like we went to some of the casinos, we went to a couple of places. The Strip was probably the most memorable place that I went to. It was the most exciting
Because like
because
without even going in anywhere, it's a show all on its own.
it really is. It really is. But like I said, I've only ever been to Las Vegas twice. Both times when I was a kid.
So it's like you got to experience it, just not the, I guess, the full experience.
Yeah, the full experience is when you go to a brothel.
Well, yeah, I didn't mean it that way, but yeah, there's also that. Go to the
Yeah.
bunny ranch.
Yeah, I'm kidding, by the way. But
Hmm.
or am I? No, I'm kidding.
Tee-Hee.
But no, thing is, if I ever went to Las Vegas again, I don't even think I would do gambling because I fucking hate gambling.
I've never even tried it, just because it's always one of those things. I'm just like, I just terrified. I'll get hooked on this. I know. Like I'll have one good hand or something. Like, yep, I'm fucked for life.
Look, it's just I don't trust gambling. I don't. It's like
I mean,
even in
most
the
of it's rigged, so
even like, look, it's what's the saying? In the end, the house always wins.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I don't trust gambling. I don't. I mean, I'd go and see like all the sites outside of it. I might even go do a show, like maybe see one of like the little performances or whatever. I might do that. But as for like going on like the slot machines or crab table or blackjack or poker or whatever, no, I'm not doing any of that.
Yeah, no, like, sorry. As you said, there's definitely a lot of good stuff you could experience there. But yeah, the
Yeah,
gambling, no, yeah, not for me. It just
yeah,
it worries
it
me too
really
much.
isn't.
Even if I was wealthy, or maybe even especially if I was wealthy.
Oh
It's like,
no,
oh,
no, if you're wealthy, you go to Las Vegas, you leave Vegas not wealthy.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
I still think you got to play the right games, but
I'm sorry, what?
I still think you have to play the right games, but that's just me.
Oh, you have to play the right games. Okay. What, pray tell, are the right games?
Blackjack, poker, craps.
Games that I have mentioned.
Yeah, those are the games where you at least have a chance because if they're watching other people counting cards, then like I said, everybody's trying to be honest in those games, and what I'm saying that I think most people can see what loaded dice look like. I mean, but to me, roulette, what I'm saying, the slots, yeah, some of that stuff can be, eh, you know.
Yeah, but roulette is a game of chance.
But look, I seen the movie in Blind Fury. I seen the movie Blind Fury with Rutger Hauer, where he was in a casino, and of course he's blind. He's playing roulette, but somehow because of his enhanced, other senses, he was able to hear something in the wheel that, say where it was like electronically set up to where to where the wheel would stop where they wanted it to stop by press of a button.
Really?
He took Yeah, he took his cane slash sword and and ripped up the wheel to reveal the electronic setup underneath.
And what's the name of this movie?
Blind Fury.
Blind Fury.
I've heard the name before. Had no idea about anything about it.
Yep, Rutger Hauer plays a war veteran who gets caught in, I think, either Korea or Vietnam. I believe more than likely Vietnam. And saying he had took explosion. His close friend had basically kind of left him, as usual in situations like that, thinking that the guy was dead. But the guy, but the guy in the house was kind of undead. And but this guy, but Rutger Hauer's character was not actually dead at all. And instead of being tortured by, by the Vietnamese, he was actually taught, taught not only how to live with his new, his new blindness, his new abrupt blindness now, but also be able to, weaponize it in his own way. So by the time they were done with him, he could he could hear fruit being tossed, in the air and slice it twice. If that lets you know what kind of skill he was dealing with. And then from there he went back to America to find his friend and everything like that. Realized his friend had a life, had a son, and everything like that. And then there's a whole story moves on about that because the guy never seems to be able to so he survives the war but can't seem to get himself straight, gets himself involved in some more bullshit out in, I believe, either Vegas or Atlantic City. Again, I could You know, sometimes, like I said, when you're a kid, you can never tell with all those lights which one is which. You know,
Huh.
Probably most likely Vegas, but without seeing it, no idea.
and so yeah, and the story kind of progresses from there.
I might have to check that one out because I do love some Rutger Hauer.
It does have an appearance, does have a special appearance. You know, what I'm saying, where he gets some real competition in Sho Kazuki.
Name's kind of ringing a bell.
He is a martial arts and ninja legend. He took on the he took on the spirit of a ruthless ninja that possessed a, you know what I'm saying, a valley girl female, and I forget which sequel it was.
Hmm.
He was also, which one did he play? Oh, well, he was also, have you guys ever seen Ninja Assassin?
Yes, I was looking at Sho Kasugi's IMDb page, and his last movie was Ninja Assassin.
And I do believe, am I correct? Since you're looking at it, was he also in one of the Kill Bill movies?
I'm looking.
I believe I know Sonny Chiba was, but I
Yeah,
thought
sure.
No, he was not in Kill Bill.
okay.
No,
You must
Ninja
have
Assassin
crazy
was the
graphic
first
video
was the
hands
was the
on
first movie he did since 1998.
Wow. All right.
Yeah, because he did Tenchu in 1998, then nothing until Ninja Assassin in 2009.
All right.
Yeah.
But yeah, very interesting movie. Campy, of course, campy as most '80s movies are, but it still was pretty good. I mean, it kind of plays into it. Kind of play even. It kind of showed that even back then, even in the '80s, there was a certain mysticism and dark magic that seemed to be associated with, you know, what I'm saying, with ninjutsu, I guess you could say. I mean, so it kind of shows, you know, what I'm saying, content, or even the anime that I watched on Toonami. It kind of just feels like that stuff isn't anything new when, you know, when you think about how long ninja movies have been out, and the powers they seem to have. I mean, even with super ninjas, they do, you know what I'm saying, they more than allude to that. Like they even said that ninjas can be underground, can actually be underground, you know what I'm saying, stabbing up at people and things. I mean, there was a certain mysticism that ninjas had, for sure. How true any of that was, I don't know.
I mean, I've heard rumors that there's a bunch of turtles practicing ninjutsu down in the sewers, in New York City.
And they also have a penchant for pizza.
Fuck you, Stone.
Oh God. I don't know what to say to you guys after that.
I hear one of them. I also hear that they're named after famous painters, I think, or inventors.
I think it was something like that. Like all this crazy stuff. You don't know what's
Michelangelo,
true.
Donatello, Raphael,
I heard
Leonardo.
I heard it was Latino pool boys, but I can't always trust the source.
And I think they also follow around a oversized rat.
Okay, now that's just fucking stupid. Where'd you hear that?
Well, that almost makes me feel like they're certainly Latino.
That seems racist.
What do you mean?
Latinos follow around giant rats.
I didn't say they.
Is this a thing that I'm unaware of?
I didn't say they all do.
Just most of them.
I never said that.
enough of them for this to be a reference point for you.
Possibly.
So a lot.
I'm sorry.
We've
So
gone
a
into
lot.
racist territory, everybody.
No, it's not. No, it's not. If it is, you gotta blame the Australian up there, not me.
Hey, I was just talking about some fun shit I heard about some turtle ninjas, and you bring up this bigotry.
You said they follow around an oversized rat, and I just simply said that
I
makes me
didn't say
feel
it.
like
I'll said that.
they were Latino pool boys. You know, they help with the what I'm saying they help with the dealings of the house and the pool. Sometimes, rats get by the pool.
In what world do rats get by the pool?
They like water.
Yeah, dirty water.
You telling me a pool can't have dirty water?
If you can maintain it properly, no.
So you're saying, so not only are you saying these Latinos are following around rats, you're saying they don't do their jobs either.
Well, again, you would have to direct that question to Charles.
Why would you have to direct that to me?
Because I never said they weren't doing their jobs.
Oh, yeah, I think you kind of did.
I said they were on their jobs. If anything, they're making sure they're getting after the oversized rats by the pool.
You're saying they were following these rats around the pool, which is dirty because it wasn't tended to
I'm just
by
saying.
these pool boys.
I was just saying. I was trying to make sure that he knew that pools can get dirty. That's why they need cleaning.
Yeah, if you maintain it properly, then yeah, it won't get dirty.
But it will get dirty because some people can go into a pool and it looks like it looks like they're making tea.
Yeah.
Oh God. News break, folks. 90s rocker found dead in pool of own blood in bathroom.
Who?
Who?
Sam Rivers of Limp Bizkit.
Oh, didn't he die like last week or so?
Oh, yep. October 18th.
Yeah,
So
we've known that he was dead.
maybe is that just an update? Like they gave some more details, I guess.
Let me see. Pulmonary embolism.
Because he was I think he was the bass player.
Yeah,
I think I'm not sure. Never really been into the biscuit.
Yeah, it looks like a bass. Yeah. And I mean his bass on Limp Bizkit, on Limp Bizkit songs, it definitely set a tone. I will, when I think about some of the songs, I do have to say that the bass really did set the tone in a lot of their, a lot of their songs for sure. I will definitely, I could definitely confirm on that.
Yeah, like even being a sort of an outside kind of listener, like it's not really the guitar you remember.
I
It's
mean,
the
now,
vocals and yeah, that sort of that driving sort of bass.
with his constant unique look, with his constant unique, ever changing look and everything like that. I mean, he was and he was solid, so I can't act like he was forgettable. But I'm just saying, at certain points, when it came to, when it came to like the beginning of the song and really setting that tone along with the drums, the bass for them was really, it was really a tone setter, for sure. But once they got into the song a little bit more, I mean, yeah, you weren't gonna just, it's the lead guitarist, wasn't just forgettable. I do gotta I do gotta give him his credit, but I would definitely say for a lot of the songs that that I've liked at certain points is definitely, but just one of those days. I definitely would say the lead guitarist was definitely the feature, was more the feature on that one. But there was definitely a few that had the bass prominent that I could definitely say was, you know. But if I had to say, who would you? I mean, what band would you say bass? You know, what I'm saying really features the most though.
I mean, Korn's a pretty heavy one.
I would say
That's probably
also.
partly because of the bass tone. It's very chunky and like it's extremely like it's right there in the forefront.
I would probably say Incubus a little bit too.
Yeah, I could see Incubus. Um, hmm.
Anyone, Charles?
I mean, I mean, Typo Negative, but he was also the singer as well. So
Well, I
I
mean,
mean,
but the big but the big thing is like what bands were like when you hear certain songs, like the bigger songs that you can remember where the bass was like really like the prominent thing that you would, you know what I'm saying, that you would really hear. Like I said, I would definitely say when it came to certain songs from you know what I'm saying, from Incubus, you could definitely hear like the bass, how the bass was kind of like guiding, you know what I'm saying, the song along overall.
yeah, I mean, again, Typo Negative, Black Number One, put the biggest song. The bass is what introduces the main riff of the song. It plays it first for the first minute or whatever until everything else kicks in.
Oh, by the way, guys, since it's Halloween, thought I'd share a little Halloween memory here.
so he dressed up as Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah,
Yeah, little guy was Sonic.
I mean, that's cool.
Oh yeah, very cool. He definitely.
yeah. I can't say I've at least I can't recall seeing a Sonic costume before.
Okay, well, let me ask you this: did he get a big turnout when it came to candy?
He did pretty well, but I mean, you know, everybody's so cornballed out that they do the trunk or treat things, you know. So
What the
they
hell
go
is
to the
trunk or treat?
they go to a church or some other thing like this, and then they play games on the inside because everything is just so dangerous out there. It's just so dangerous out there that we can't go trick or treating, you know, and outside because it's just so dangerous,
I
you
would
know.
argue Halloween is probably one of the safer nights of the year, right? Pretty much no matter where you are.
Yeah,
Everybody.
because how do I put this? The cops are usually out and about just in case something happens. But yeah, it's just everybody pretty much respects the environment of Halloween because everybody knows that kids are out and about getting candy, and it's just a night for kids to have fun, get candy, and then spend the rest of the night clenching their stomach because if it's a stomach ache because they ate too much candy.
And like no one's really fucking with kids, and anyone who would is not going to because there are adults everywhere.
Pretty much.
So yeah, I would think Halloween would be fine.
Yeah, for the most part, yeah.
I'm sure there's some places where it's just like, yeah, I don't
There's
go outside
probably going to
anytime,
be
but
assholes, but I mean, that's
yeah,
what the cops are there for, to make sure that assholes don't take things too far.
yeah.
And besides, most of the kids, well, I wouldn't really call them kids, but let's just say 20 somethings are out and about having parties of their own, having Halloween parties and uh, just getting drunk and partying and doing the things that 20 somethings do.
I would say yeah, I've definitely seen because when I was growing up, annoyingly, Halloween it wasn't really that much of a thing. But I've definitely
Yeah.
noticed in recent years it's had like a sort of a fairly big surge.
Yeah, I always
Like
thought that the Halloween was mostly an American thing.
it definitely is, yeah. But yeah, I would say probably the last decade, but especially the last 5 years, I would say it's become much more popular here. Like I see a lot more. I would say each year I see more and more kids trick or treating,
Eh,
which
well, I
I
mean,
like it. It's good to see.
what can I
It's
say?
something
It's
I
just,
wish
I
I had
mean,
when I was a kid.
when I
Oh,
was a kid, I mean, I enjoyed Halloween because I saw an opportunity to dress up in a costume and get candy. That's what I saw it as. It's just I liked candy when I was a kid. My teeth didn't like it because of all the cavities I got. My stomach didn't like it because of all the fucking pain that I got from
Overindulging.
stomach
Yeah.
aches. But no, just like dressing up in the costumes was just great to me because it was able to like be somebody else and just like let loose and just have a good time. Dressing up in a costume was just very freeing to me.
Oh, by the way, sitting here, speaking of Halloween, of course, it's the weekend, and I'm definitely, because of everything that I had to sacrifice,
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to be doing more celebrating over the weekend for sure.
Okay.
Actually,
But
yeah, I meant to ask you when you got here because I asked Charles, like at the start of the show, what did you do for Halloween?
Me, I tried to give out candy, but again, we have a neutered cornball society, which I hope is changing around my neighborhood to where we're going to we're going to get kids, some more circulating and trick or treating, because I definitely did decorate. Like I said, I had my Halloween doorbell up. We had, I had a dead body. I had a dead body. I had a body bag pretty much in the front yard. Um, yeah, I had lights, you know, wreath, wreaths with black wreaths with red lights on them. Yeah, you know, creepy old school fire, fire lantern, lighting on the outside. I mean, it was all that. And, it just wasn't, even like black balloons on the inside with bloody handprints on them, blood bags for drinks. I mean, yeah, we just Ouija board out. Yeah, I tried. But it's such a neuter society now that everything moves kind of slow right now. So I'm just gonna keep the spirit up, and then when things surge back again, then parties will be better. People will be out more. Everything like that. So
It's like, yeah, you can all be buzzkills, but I'm still going to try and have a good time.
yeah. But then I had to sacrifice a little bit because money calls, work calls. So I didn't, and I didn't set it up the way I probably should have, to be off on actual Halloween. But like I said, I'm earning my way through, and I'll be able to enjoy the rest of the weekend, just kind of relaxing and watching, whatever horror movies I want. But which, by the way, I'm watching more YouTube videos on certain things and about Rob Zombies, about how bad Rob Zombie's Halloween, some contribution were. But also the one thing that was more interesting to me about that was him saying by him critiquing and throwing shade on the fact that when Michael escaped in the first movie, he didn't, that there's no way he would know how to drive. And see, I'm going to say this, it's going to be a bit of a hot take, because I did like House of a Thousand Corpses. I did like The Devil's Rejects. I even like From Hell. I even like 31. So
Still haven't seen 31.
please see it. Anyway.
31 is wonderful. Charles brought me in again. I was waiting for the right moment because I know that these guys stop. Charles did it. You blame Charles, Stone.
Why would you come on? You had to get ready for work, right? Why would he bring
did.
you in?
I did. The Halloween, though, I want to contribute to this, what you were saying, but carry on.
But it just shows me, hot take. I still wonder when he said that, it made me question his chops as a director or a creative, because for you to say that and to try to use that as some sort of like, oh my God, it was so stupid and campy how he would be, because everybody fucking knows that there was a Cult of Thorn, story arc that was a part of the original Halloween, and that's the fuck why he knew how to drive.
Okay, but can we also just point out that how did Michael Myers know to press his foot down on the one pedal to go and the other pedal to stop, and that the wheel turns? How could he figure that out? How could he figure it out?
but you're not gonna be able to drive that well, just kind of coming right out. You know what I'm saying?
Was he driving well? He drives real fucking slow down the middle of the road. Like literally, watch
Is that what you
Halloween
saw?
again.
Did you see that?
That motherfucker's driving down the middle of the road. Yeah.
I need to see that again, guys. Some things you just
I
don't
could be
pay
wrong,
attention
but
to.
I'm almost fucking positive that's how
I-
it is. 'Cause I remember when I was a
I feel
kid, like
yeah.
that car's sticking out right there.
He's like, yeah, you're not incognito.
Nah,
But hot take about Rob Zombie's Halloween. So this month, I put Halloween on a lot. Both the new trilogy, the originals, never considered putting on the Rob Zombie one. However, on Devil's Night, I was flipping. Let me put on the TV and whatever they've got on, it's Halloween, you know? And lo and behold, it was Halloween. I'm thinking Carpenters. I click on it and I'm like, oh, this is newer. So immediately my brain thinks it's the new Halloween. And I'm watching it and I'm like, this is way more like boom, 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 like action packed than I remember. And like, this is actually, I'm like, start watching. I'm like, this is kind of what I've been wanting when I've been putting Halloween on. Like the sense of that Michael Myers Halloween, I'm picking up right now. And then I realized I was like, holy shit, this is the Rob Zombie one, isn't it? So once you get past that terrible retconned or whatever revamped origin of Michael, the movie's really not that bad. It's definitely more, I don't want to say brutal, but it has the vibe of like Michael Myers is there and he's going to kill you kind of situation. You know what I'm saying? Like
From
got the
memory, the
Halloween
first
vibe.
one, yeah, from memory, the first one was pretty decent. It's the second one that's meh.
Unwatchable. I tried
Yeah.
like 3 times and it's the fucking worst movie I've ever seen.
No, the first movie I tried to because it seemed like everybody was hell bent on destroying the Cult of Thorn arc. Everybody was just so hell bent on that. Even Rob Zombie, and now that statement kind of just confirms what I felt in the first place, that he was a part of, you know what I'm saying, of this whole coalition to basically deconstruct the Cult of Thorn arc because the guys running it didn't know what the fuck to do with this awesome fucking story arc. By the way,
Yeah. And there it was written like where that was going. The script's out there somewhere. I read it years ago, or at least maybe the outline or whatever. And they were definitely going somewhere, but I think that's why everybody got so scared, because where they were going wasn't the greatest place. I remember like, oh really? That's what you guys were planning to do with this whole fucking Cult of Thorn plot? Not where I would have gone or where my brain was going with it. I'll tell you that much.
And the was it the producer's cut of, was it 6? What was the last Cult of Thorn movie? Was that 6?
6,
Yeah,
I
it was
think. I'm
6.
pretty sure when Pleasance
It
gets
was
blown
6.
up.
Yeah, well the producer's cut of that movie had a lot more of that stuff in there than the final version of the movie.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Then you're definitely talking about 6. But even yes, it did have a lot more Cult of Thorn stuff, but still not that much. It definitely they didn't flesh out the Cult of Thorn in that
No,
producer's cut.
no, definitely not. Like a little bit more, but it's still a lot lacking.
Mostly what you get is really understanding that the girl in the beginning is Jamie Lloyd and that's her baby, like, which is kind of pushed under the rug in the theatrical cut.
Yeah.
I mean, that's really, honestly, there's really not that, and like I said, like you said, a little more Cult of Thorn, but yeah, definitely worth it watching. 666 Halloween 666.
But I would definitely say with the first one, I would definitely say I tried to be open to it because like I said, everybody's so hell bent on this. Let me just see what Rob Zombie does with it, and I just think that he's either way too obsessed with his, you know what I'm saying, with his own fucked up, you know what I'm saying, upbringing, or a lot of different things, or people that he may have known that had upbringings like this. And it's like, that's the source. it, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like everything just can't be nasty, raunchy, and fucked up as a source of what creates a person like this. You know, and I think sometimes the belief, I mean, especially in a movie, because people want to be jolted and scared. You know what I'm saying? It's weird how in movies, in movie form, we're okay with a killer that has no real purpose to why he's killing. He's just out killing. But people know in real life that they wouldn't want that. They would want to know that there was some sort of purpose, some sort of thing that turned him that, you know, so that turned him the wrong way. Him or the
You do make an interesting point, actually. Why did horror never? Because true crime docs, all this shit. What you're saying is completely true. That's what our minds want to know when we hear about a killer. We want to know the why. What made this person, this regular human, cross that line? But yet they don't make fucking movies like that. Instead, we just got the rise of slasher films. You know what I mean? Like, where it's just the brutality of the murders and some supernatural explanation at best, but because it's hard work to put that on film, what makes a person cross that line. But and it's less horror to do that. Probably more of a psychological drama to do that. So I guess that's why. But still, it would be very nice.
I mean, as long as you have the horror in it. I mean, see, I don't feel like, honestly, I feel like that a real backstory that isn't simply just psychological. I mean, because to me, the true horror is to have an organization that goes way back to like old world type of shit that's keeping up, like because everything is just set up for that.
My internet or Stones?
I think it's Stones again.
It's Stones.
Well, say again.
Damn it! Oh, you completely froze with your mouth open. By the way, you're good now. You're back. You just had a fart.
Yeah,
I just don't even know what's going on with my
had
Wi-Fi.
some technical difficulties there for a second.
Some technical difficulties, but you were saying about the origin of Michael Myers and how it's terrible.
Like I said, well, Haddonfield is like I said, in the original, Haddonfield's the village. The Meyer, you know, so the Meyer family is the family in that village that was chosen, and Michael was the actual, you know, was the actual star of the show that was set to basically kill the rest of his bloodline to appease those Samhain gods and whatnot.
You want to know what's terrible? You want to know what's terrible? They got rid of the whole storyline where he is Laurie Strode's brother.
In the newer ones, in the newest trilogy they did.
Yeah.
But
I think that's bullshit because I thought it was interesting that he was her brother.
Yeah, I don't know why they didn't just keep that
Samhain angle. The Cold of Thorn. If they have to separate the bloodline so that Samhain angle and the Cold of Thorn angle makes sense. No, you know what I'm saying, it doesn't make sense anymore. That's why they did that.
Here's the thing, though.
Yeah, well, because of that, I'm like, you know what, Danny McBride can kick.
By the way, yeah, I agree with you there. But by the way, the original ending, the original origin of Michael Myers, I know I've talked to some of you, at least Stone I've brought this up to, but I don't know about you two. In the official novelization that was written with the original movie, they actually flesh out his entire backstory. They give the full reason to why Michael Myers is, and I don't know why they didn't use this. It is technically canon because, you know, up until they've destroyed the cannon, until they shot the cannon out of the cannon. But the original origin is like Candyman, where the Myers, one of his descendant, so it does have to do with Samhain, and the Cult of Thorn probably comes from this, like, because they were still considering all of this canon when they made 6, because it is like there's something to do with the Samhain spirits and all this shit. But anyway, so Michael Myers was like a foam face, back in like village times. I'm talking like village times, like thousands of years ago, maybe, I don't know. And he's like an R word. He's a foam face, and he falls in love with like some fancy woman in the village. I guess he's obsessed with her, tries to love her or something, and then they Candyman him. They literally do something where they fucking murder him with bees. Like he gets fucking covered in bees and shit. And then like this evil somehow then carries on throughout the generations. Maybe I should pull it up. Hey, Siri. What? Oh shit, I turned my camera on. Hey Siri. What is the origin of Michael Myers from the original novelization of the first movie?
Michael Myers first appeared in John Carpenter's Halloween.
No. I'll have to press the fucking buttons on the machine to get you the actual specifics. While I do that, you were saying, Stone?
Yeah, Stone is. Oh,
Sorry.
okay, he's back.
No, but I basically said what I said. That like I said, that's the kind of I was kind of moving along the conversation, just saying that basically, like he was saying, the removal of the relative bloodline. I think it was just to further destroy the Sam Hain Cult of Thorn angle and just disassociate them as I'm saying, just make her just a victim that he happened to basically run into throughout through that night, and that managed to escape him, and he just became, of course, obsessed with kind of getting hurt. But that was it.
But the thing is that what they replaced it with is that he just really wanted to go home. Because when he finally went into his home, he found two gay guys who were in a relationship, and he killed them because they were occupying his house.
Think about Danny McBride and what's his name adding that in. What does that say about them?
Channing Taint, yum.
Exactly.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
think they're like, yo, wouldn't it be fucking funny if Michael Myers comes back and there's two queers living in this house and he murders them?
That's another thing. I want to bring up, because when Michael Myers killed those two guys living in his house, everybody on social media was throwing their arms up in the air saying like, "Oh, Michael Myers is a homophobe. He kills gay guys." And I'm like, you do realize who Michael Myers is, right? He's the bad guy. It's like,
yes.
It's like,
That kills
by the
gay
way,
guys.
speaking further on who Michael Myers is, I do have that origin story from the book up. And by the way, as to speak to prove that they followed the canon of this book all the way up until 6, well, at least up until 2. This book is where Laurie, being Michael's sister, comes from. It comes from the original novelization. So if we're to consider that as canon, we're to consider this as canon. And it was in Northern Ireland. That wasn't in the first movie? What?
That wasn't in the first movie?
No, it was in part 2.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. So it started in Northern Ireland in a foggy valley where a boy named Enda was born on the eve of Samhain. And he had a Celtic curse, an ancient curse on him. He's a deformed boy named Enda, and he ends up killing his love interest, the fancy woman, and her betrothed in ancient times out of rejection and humiliation. I think that rejection and humiliation has to do with the bees. I could be making the bees thing up. I don't think I am.
You're just thinking of Wicker Man with Nicolas Cage.
No, I am not. But yeah, the curse is described as being unable to be killed, but instead shrinks back into the mists of time to awaken again on a future Samhain, fulfilling a cycle of savagery. And that links into the Cult of Thorn. So, there you go. And the book also explains his driving and his whole institutionalization, by the way. So fuck Rob Zombie.
He loved watching NASCAR.
I don't know. Like I said,
I actually have a first print of that book somewhere in my exist. Probably not in this house, but I definitely have it somewhere.
I mean, I will just again say that just looking at it again, the first movie could have been, like I said, decent. I mean, I think somebody brought up the fact that Michael Myers talked and Rob Zombie's, I think that I think. I mean, what do you guys think about that? I mean, I really, because I really just tried to go into the movie kind of open minded about the situation, so I never really tried to critique every little thing. But what did you guys think about the fact that they had him talking as a little kid?
Terrible. I hated it. It was the worst thing ever. And that's all I can say because I've said it a million times. That's what killed. I went in wanting to love that movie, because the shooting the sheriff scene in House of a Thousand Corpses to me is as good as the hallway scene in Exorcist 3. That's that is a fucking memorable fucking scene in film history. That's all I'm saying. I don't know if Devil's Rejects was already out by the time he did that, then I was super psyched for this movie. So that killed the whole thing for me.
I think it would have been, yeah. I think
so too.
But I mean, I just think like that, and I just
AIDS,
think
Kai, AIDS, if you're still here.
Say
Go
again?
on. I couldn't stop looking at that comment for like the last 20 minutes. Just letting them know that there's been no Space Donkeys because AIDS. There's been an AIDS outbreak at the Space Donkey studio, so we had to shut it down. But anyway, go on.
But yeah, it's just that. I mean, like I said, and number two would never. The only thing that made two even halfway interesting, which I know most people hated, was the mom and the white horse.
Shut your mouth.
Yeah, I know.
I'll fight you so hard. See, when Stone and I were feuding with each other, he has to go and do a whole fucking show about the Halloween fucking thing. So of course, even though I'm hating on the man at the time, I'm like, well, I gotta fucking listen to this. And I remember I was out driving and I was working and I'm listening to him, like arguing with him through my radio.
Like the white horse, are you fucking nuts?
Yelling back at the thing. I'm like, you like the white horse? You fucking idiot! What is wrong with you? And then making just fucking. He just puts his wife in too much. That's all I gotta say. What is she? He's putting her in something now again, right? Something new is coming.
I mean, almost definitely. I think she's in quite literally everything he's ever made.
I mean, she had a classic. I mean, she had a classic entry contribution in Lords of Salem. I swear to God, that beginning, the beginning of that movie was definitely worth the price of admission.
I still haven't finished that. I purchased it. I watched about half of it, and I don't know. I just kind of lost interest like halfway through.
The only way I was able to finish that movie was putting it on my screen because I really liked the visuals of it, but I just couldn't. Well, yeah, it was really well shot. I just couldn't stick with it. I was like, what am I watching? So I ended up popping it on another day and putting on The Doors just because that's like, I don't know, not like I didn't like say like, oh, The Doors will go perfect. It's just, I guess I was in a Doors mood. I put on The Doors and that fucking movie plays so perfect to The Doors, like with no sound on the movie.
Floyd, the Wizard of Oz, man. Like
it's what it was like. I was like, I just discovered the new thing, man. Start with the end. Just start the movie with the end, and then, I guess you could do whatever song. I guess maybe I had the perfect fucking universal harmony that day, but it worked out.
Fucking potheads, am I right, Charles?
Sure.
Listen, the only reason Charles is not a pothead is because he's fucking scared of cops coming to his home, kicking down his door, and taking all his pot away and dragging him off to jail. And I'm not even kidding. This is a real fear in Charles Whedon's life. That the second he lights up a doobie, the SWAT team's gonna smash in through his windows, fucking take him down.
You're going to the slammer, little boy.
Yeah, you're going downtown in the slammer. That's the sound of the iron bars. Like clang, bang, clang, Charles.
So is the idea to keep him from smoking? Is that the idea?
No, the idea is to fucking expose to him how ridiculous his fears are.
No, you have to understand that he can sometimes that he can sometimes get in his own head and see once you promote that stuff, like now he's gonna get more. Now he's gonna get more nervous about it.
Well, listen, the day I show up at Charles Whedon's house with a joint that I shove in his mouth, he's going to be really high. He's staying very quiet right now.
I'm trying to find a video to share that would be a reference to what you just said. That would be representative of my fear.
I mean, Charles, you are aware if the universe ever provided a moment where you and I were in the same room, you're getting high as fuck, right?
See,
you're prepared for this, right, Charles?
No, he's not.
Dude,
he's not. Look at him. Did you hear it? No, he's not.
Hold on.
He's like, just he wants this moment. Wait.
I am not like, what's the word I'm looking for?
Enthused.
I have explored the world of the ganja.
You're not a virgin.
Yeah, okay. I have explored the world of the ganja. I have done it before. Okay. It's just been like 20 plus years since I have done it.
And if I recall the story right, you had an amazing time.
Yeah, they put pot on his pizza.
Oh yeah. You guys know the story that I told you.
Yeah,
we do.
Stone, don't tell him.
Oh no! Oh god!
So one time Charles was having an underpants party with some of his male friends.
No, that is not the story.
Then you tell the story.
Jim, shut up. Oh my god!
Oh, not that one. Okay, go on.
Oh my god! There was no story involving that. No. Apparently, I was hanging out at. Well, it's not apparently. This is what happened. I was.
Apparently, I was.
No, I was.
The media says.
I was hanging out at a friend's place with a group of friends, and we decided to,
There might have been some friends. There might have not been some friends. It might be true. Might not be true.
Yeah. And what happened was.
Apparently.
What happened was is that I partaked in the using of two blunts.
I believe you mean partook.
Takes the using of two blunts. Go on.
Yeah.
Are you giving testimony? Are you on a Zoom trial that we
This
can't
is
see?
his deposition.
Yeah. That's what happened, and then. All
right, so you partook in the use of two blunts, and then.
And then I had to go to the bathroom at some point, so I had to step away. We also ordered pizza. The pizza had shown up when I was in the bathroom. And
did you get lost in the mirror when you were in the bathroom?
Yes, apparently I did. Okay. I was in there for quite a while. I don't really remember why.
That's the Charles who tried to jump through the mirror at me when I was under anesthesia. True story. When I was dying and they had to cut my neck open, they put me under anesthesia, and a version of Charles Whedon jumped through a mirror, tried to pull me through and he tried to replace me and everybody, and he wanted me to go in his mirror world and him and the other evil versions of us to come out.
Yeah.
It was definitely Stone, Lou, and Charles. There was evil versions of them inside of a mirror that fucking Charles tried to replace me, and it was the weirdest fucking thing. This is real, man. This happened under anesthesia. But anyway.
An evil version of me, so I'm the good person here.
Yeah.
We don't know. Maybe those were the good guys and we're the evil ones. We don't know.
What happened while I was in the bathroom is that apparently they must have done something to my pizza, because when I came out and I ate my pizza, and keep in mind, I got a medium-sized thick crust cheese pizza, and I ate the entire pizza. I ate the whole pizza, crust and all. I ate it all, and
quit bragging. Jeez.
I don't remember much after that. The only thing I remember kind of is that after eating the entire pizza,
the only thing you remembered is that it was a sausage pizza.
No. I was in my friend's backyard. I was giggling like an idiot, and I was playing with his dogs. And I remember my friend sticking his head out of his back door telling me, dude, come back inside. My neighbors will see you. And I kind of like stumbled back into his house. And after that, everything is a blank. And I
Weren't you
just,
shirtless too?
no, I wasn't. No, I had my shirt on.
No,
No, the shirtless is
I'm
from when he
confusing that with
blanked
the
out
Yeah.
to the metal
listening to
music.
Control.
No,
okay.
no. My clothes
Yeah,
were
you
on
two are.
during this entire thing. My clothes were
Okay.
definitely on. But I don't remember how I got home.
You know, Charles, I have 0 blackouts in my life. 0. And I have done so many drugs at the same time. I'm
One
almost
thing,
positive I've done all of the drugs at
one
once.
thing I know for certain is that I definitely, I definitely stayed at my friend's place until I was sober enough to go home. I do know that, but I don't remember it.
Yeah, that really, it always, whenever I hear people with I don't remember stories, it blows my mind because like I remember every fucking second with crystal clarity of every intoxicated moment.
I can remember anything.
I
Yeah.
literally
But the thing is
died
that
on drugs before a
I
show and remember every second they
the
just fucking
next
put more
day
drugs in me.
the next day when I came back to hang out with my friends again, I was told what they did to my pizza. They told me that they sprinkled my pizza with their, like,
Cubes.
no, the pot.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nope, don't be so disappointed there, Damien. Jeez.
Yeah, they sprinkled the pizza with the pot, and I
I'm
ate the entire
relieved to
pizza.
know it wasn't pubes.
So
Yeah,
I
I mean,
did. I ate
Cool.
the pizza with pot on it, and I had no idea.
But here's the thing, that wouldn't do shit. So I think they did put pubes on your pizza because you can't metabolize straight bud and get high off of it. You have to bind it with a fat, and sure, cheese has the fat you need. And if you had made the pizza with the pot from the start, yes, there could be potency, but it would be low.
Yeah, it's gonna be sort of
So
cooked down.
they probably rubbed their cock on your pizza.
And because, they were so high and sweaty, all that cock sweat.
No. The cock sweat is what made them blank out.
Well, then it was probably just the two blunts that affected me.
It definitely was. You were high as fuck off the 2 blunts that you partook in the use of. But
And if you've never smoked before, like that's gonna hit you like a train.
Well, the thing is that I wasn't much of a smoker to begin with. I wasn't. I think prior to the two blunts, the biggest thing that I would have done prior to that is I would have done a hookah.
well, that's not a drug though.
I know it's not a drug, but I would have smoked from a hookah.
I've never done that ever. I don't think I ever would.
I did a couple times because a friend bought one. I was like, well, I guess we got to use it. You spent money on it, but
Yeah, well, you live in Australia and you people are like half Eurofags, so it makes sense.
you're a Eurofag, fucking
No,
Italian.
I'm an American.
You're an Italian.
But no,
Yeah,
no,
we
that's
rejected
basically-
Eurofags in the 80s, okay?
That's basically my whole experience with it, and this was all like 20 plus years ago.
Well, you'll have a lovely experience with it sometime in the next 20 years when I show up at your door.
Oh my god! And you know what? I believe it. So yeah.
And I will make sure the edibles you consume will be potent, not just drizzled on marijuana by some amateurs. I'll bring you a properly baked pizza.
Do not rub your cock on it.
I would never. Let me tell you something. So we used to really bully people, me and my friends. You guys know London. So you can imagine, just based on his size alone, that the two of us, being goofy motherfuckers, we weren't like violent, rude bullies, but we did take things too far, like taping people to chairs and beating them for fun. These were good friends. They
Did
enjoyed.
you say
Like,
feed
Oh yeah,
him or
yeah.
beat him?
Oh
we
yeah,
laugh
just
after.
ordinary things that
Yeah.
two friends would do to each other.
Very normal things. There's another thing. A guy named Bart Kopek, long-haired, skinny, blonde, long hair, straight Polish kid, total nerd. But we liked him enough that we let him hang out with us in our crew. But he didn't like follow the rules. Like, for instance, there was a room called the Red Room that only the elites were allowed in to do graffiti. It was an art room. It also housed my comic book collection, and only approved people were allowed in there. And he wouldn't listen. He would keep going in there. And I said, if you go in there if you go in there one more fucking time, I'm gonna go piss on you. And he goes in there. So I pissed on him. And he
And
go up
then
behind
thus
us,
the
pissing
R.
on his
Kelly
back.
Red,
Wait, what?
and thus the R. Kelly Red Room was born.
Yeah. Well, no. Well, because he turned around and ran directly into my pee stream. I was only peeing on his back, and I was only going to do it a little, but he like
He
turned.
just opened his mouth and fucking ran at me.
Bro, it's not a tiny room. Like, it wasn't a huge room, but he could have went left. He could have juked, but no, he just turned straight around and ran straight into the piss stream. And like, I aimed up. So we would do stuff like that to him. Another time, him and the same guy that we taped to a chair, I took both of them. I had one of them underneath a pull out couch bed, like the bar of it that, at the end of it that goes to the ground. That's on his neck. And he's holding it with his hands, and I'm sitting on it while I've got the Bart Kopek kid in a headlock with a fucking big ass Bowie knife to his throat. And that, for some reason, was a joke. Okay, but I'm explaining all of this to say, one time somebody suggested, "Hey, let's pee in his lemonade." And it was a hot day, and they're all coming back. They were taking a long walk to get here, and we were all making lemonade, like a bunch of, they're just like, yeah, we're having lemonade, whatever. And somebody said, "Oh, when they get here, they're gonna be real thirsty. Let's pee in it and offer them some." And that person
Oh,
got the shit kicked out of them that day. Never, ever, ever, ever will I put bodily fluids or never would I ever mess with a person's food. Actually, same kid, Flounder, who got taped to the chair and was underneath that bar. I remember one time I was chasing him down the street, slapping him, and he went into a pizza place, came out with a slice of pizza, and I was waiting outside. I was like, "Oh, you're not getting away. When you come out, I'm gonna keep slapping you." But he came out with a slice of pizza because he knew that was his guard, and I couldn't slap him. And I did. I was like, "You motherfucker!" He was like, "You better eat that pizza, bro. Better fucking eat that slice, because you better get away from me before that slice is over. Go enjoy your lunch, but you're getting slapped in like 10 minutes, bro." So no, you will never have to worry about tampered food around me. That's the point.
okay.
I have boundaries, man.
Yeah, you don't fuck with people's food.
I'll piss in your mouth, but not in your drink.
Well, I'll piss in your mouth if you turn around and run into my... I was trying to piss on his back.
Oh, what the... Oh.
I wasn't trying to piss in his mouth.
That brings back horrid
this
memories,
sounds like
dude.
this,
Come
this
on.
sounds like the R Kelly trial on the Boondocks episode.
So am I the one being deposed
there was
now?
A fucking Boondocks episode that focused on the R. Kelly trial?
It absolutely is one of the first ones. If I see piss, you know what I'm saying? If I see piss, I move. She saw piss and she stayed.
That's exact, dude. Can you say that again? Because you just like put a fucking punchline on a lifelong anecdote in my brain.
Like, I see piss and I move. She seen piss and she stayed.
Yeah, that's about it. She sees piss and she runs right into it. She being a he.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Memories. I like to suck on big boobies.
Even the pancakey ones.
Sometimes a large areola is nice to look at.
It can be not horrible.
It can
sometimes it's not great. Sometimes it's like, yeah.
As long as it doesn't become shame porn.
I mean, look, a really hot girl with giant mutant areolas, that's almost like a plus because it's like, oh, you got retard tits. And it's like, you like them for that reason because they're like, in contrast.
You like him for that reason, okay? Why is it still an echo? God damn it. I'm still hearing an echo.
It's me. It's got to be me because my mic doesn't work the same anymore. Although everybody's volumes are different. Like I just went in, I don't know if anyone noticed, Charles got really clear and good sounding. I went in and I shut off your automatic volume adjustment and I raised your volume and now you're the same volume as everyone else. Because that's a horrible feature of StreamYard. Let's automatically adjust your volume so that everybody is at a different volume. Let's do that.
Is
thanks.
that what you really feel like they do?
It's what they do. It's literally, hold on, let me look at your mic setting right now. Because that could actually be, nope, you've got automatically off, and your mic is exactly where I set it a long time ago, 169. So you haven't moved. Because that's what I like to put it on 69. Because I'm R-worded. And Charles is right now also on 169. So like, except his background noise is unchecked because he doesn't have any background noise. It makes your mic like mechanical when you have that background noise thing on. I have it on now because, like I said, everything's fucked up. I had this thing perfectly worked out, and it's just not anymore. I hate it. So Halloween, huh, Rob Zombie?
Yeah.
Did you guys get into any of your topics yet?
No, I think at this point we're gonna have to save those for next week. It's gonna be a fucking 6-hour show.
What? But wait,
what happened? Was it my fault? I mean, I apologize for coming in late. I mean, I really had a seriously late night last night.
Did everyone watch The Monkey?
I didn't rewatch it, but I have seen it.
Yeah, I've seen, I've seen Nosferatu, but it's been probably about almost a year since I've seen it.
I tried watching it, Charles, and I didn't even know you guys were doing Nosferatu. A couple days ago, I put it on just to say, let me see it again. Plus, there's apparently a lot of nudity. I couldn't make it through the fucking movie. What do you love about that? You said it was fantastic.
Nosferatu is a great fucking movie.
What? How? What do I need to do to enjoy it? Do I need to like turn off all my lights, get under a blanket, and sit on the couch and stare?
Put yourself
that's what I did.
in the mindset to accept it as a good piece of cinematic history.
That's not how it works.
Yes,
you don't go and say,
yes.
Like, it's insanely well shot. It's creepy pretty much like 99% of the entire movie.
Yes.
What are you talking about? It's like watching Downton Abbey.
Downton Abbey? What does Downton Abbey have to do with this?
It's like watching Downton Abbey with less lighting. I don't know.
No, it's not. Downton Abbey has nothing to do with vampires.
I don't even know there was a vampire in the movie. Each time I turned it off.
If you watch like the first 5 minutes, I could see maybe you thinking that. Well, not excluding the first scene. But once it's like, before he leaves to go to see Count Orlok, I could see you being like, Downton Abbey. But aside from that.
Okay, so we've established I have a very short fucking attention span because that's probably as far as I've made it into the movie each attempt.
Don't you see? People today have attention spans that can only be measured in nanoseconds. Seriously, you don't know where that quote's from?
No, I just got flashed. All right, so that's where I am. What's your excuses?
You just got flashed.
Yeah.
What was his name?
Can I talk about perverts?
Yes, we are.
I want to know. I was yelling at girls out in the street, calling them naughty and to put their pants on last night, and one of them started yelling back at me. Like, it was tough. I was like, "You got your pants on. You're naughty. You're a naughty girl." I was like,
So
it's
you're the
cold out
pervert
here. I'm like, but my
So
point is,
you-
seeing all of these women who walk around with their booty cheeks out
oh my God.
and their bottom of their titties hanging out. We have talked about this before,
Yes,
but
yes, we have.
it is all day, every day. It is a flesh fest out there. And again, if I walked out with my bottom half of my balls hanging out or a tip of my penis hanging out, I'm a sex pervert. If
Yeah.
I'm wearing a pair of spandex that is showing off every piece of my piece, okay, you can see every vein in these tight ass spandex. Why am I doing that? For a sexual reason, right?
Yes.
There's
Yeah.
right. So if we are to operate under the premise that men and women are exactly the same, meaning our psychologies are the same, which is why we can interchange and do all this stupid shit, right? Then it clearly must be believed when she's walking around with a camel toe out there, big fat muffin cunt, fucking, she's doing it for a sexual reason. So she is as much of a sex fiend pervert. If you fucking see a guy doing that, you're looking at him like he's a pedophile monster.
Yeah.
So why the fuck don't we look at women like they're pedophile monsters running around with their fucking slits showing?
Because it's something I actually want to see.
I want to see it too,
words.
but the question still remains.
2 words, Jim. 2 words. Double standard.
It's 1 word with a hyphen.
Yeah,
Oh.
he's got you. He fucking
All right,
nailed it.
fine. It's 1 word with a hyphen. Double standard.
Yeah, but again, is there gonna be a reckoning? Look, dude,
People
if this
fear
is
the
where
penis.
think about how these women are walking around in the ice cold, half naked. They're literally only existing for pleasure, their own or somebody else's. If your psychology allows you to walk around in your underpants in a fucking blizzard, for what reason? To show off? To flaunt? To get inserted? What's the fucking reason? So, like, if that's your psychology, that is a doomed species. That's a doomed creature. And if we are single cells to multi-cells to bodies, etc., that's our other half in this fucking. We're fucked. We're fucked because of women. They have turned into just an unfathomable creatures. I can't understand them. They're just all whores, I guess is what I'm saying. All dirty, naughty girls.
Filthy bad.
Very bad. Look, I like it, but it's just not good. It's not good.
It's like, yeah, it's fantastic. I love that it's a thing, but it's also like, yeah, society is.
It's the end. It's our end. But again,
there's so
like,
many reasons we are doomed.
yeah. Maybe I'm just advocating for more
At
men
least,
to walk around
at
with
least
their
the
ball
end of
bags out.
it's kind of seems like it, but at least society's going out with a nice visual tag.
Yeah, I guess.
Ass.
Silver lining, yeah, ass and titties, ass and
Them
titties.
big old pancake areolas.
Yup.
The world does not end with a bang, but with a pancake areola.
Nope.
Hello,
a fart,
Randall.
nope. A farting ass. A planet of farting asses. Much like in Rick and Morty.
Well, I mean, it might be better because at least you're producing something with those farts. You're producing fucking methane.
And
Oh,
then
so you
there's
like global warming? Really?
and there'll be plenty of plumbuses to clean them.
Was
I don't
Columbus
like
that weird
this.
pink thing?
Well,
Guys, I'll be right back.
pink was a
Yeah.
part of these. Pink was a part of the device.
You know what's funny? I have wiggled around the plumbus and hours. I've spent hours wiggling around a plumbus in the Rick and Morty VR, the fucking best damn use of VR ever. And I don't remember what a plumbus looks like.
I saw the plumbus being made in an episode and still didn't understand.
It's like a butthole with like a dick kind of thing attached, right? Am I thinking of the right thing?
Yeah.
I don't know. All I know is you could shake it like a dick, and I remember doing it a lot.
Oops,
I
sorry.
guess we all went somewhere at the same time. It's not in that drawer. It's in the other drawer. Yes.
Okay, not really me. I just kind of veered off my attention for a minute. My apologies. Just a weird night, like I said, super late night, and then resources got tapped toward the end of the night, and then bozos weren't answering.
Hey,
Which
you
lets me
didn't
know-
spend your night surrounded by COVID fucking infested transsexuals, did you? Because that's how my night was spent. You want to talk about a late night?
So you
Sounds
were in
like
San
quite the
Francisco. So you were in
Yeah.
San Francisco, eh?
No, I was in Oneonta, New York, at the Foothills Performing Arts Center.
Ew.
And you were in drag.
No, I was not in drag.
Oh,
But
okay.
everybody else was.
Yes, everybody else was. There was a naked lady there.
Lady?
Everyone was pretty boring. Oh my god. So I'm looking all over for riffraff, okay? I'm looking all over. There's nobody dressed as riffraff. And I just keep like every time
The
someone comes
rapper?
in.
The rapper?
No, not riffraff the rapper. I even made that joke last night, motherfucker. Oh no, I think I made it earlier in the show before you got here. I said I did a butterscotch Babe Ruth. I said, something about Uncle Gary. You grabbed his fleshlight and licked it. Your grandfather's ticklish. No, that's not what riffraff. Riffraff from Rocky Horror. Hello.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
The guy who sings the opening, whatever. Anyway, I'm looking all over for someone as that character. There's nobody. I mean, I do not know. That's Richard O'Brien, the fucking creator of the whole thing. The guy who Rocky Horror comes out of his brain. The guy who is surprisingly
Was he the-
heterosexual. Go ahead.
But Meatloaf was more popular. I mean, but it's like there were plenty of more popular characters than that character, right?
Funny story about Meatloaf. There was a virgin. You guys ever see Racing Hope?
It's still some of it, yeah.
You know the character from the supermarket, Frank?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So this guy looked exactly like Frank. And he's standing next to me the whole show. And at the end of it, and he's with another guy who looked like Vilo Valo, whatever, from him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looked exactly like the singer of him with like this big leopard furry jacket on, right? So I'm assuming these people are gay as fuck and
I would assume the same, yeah.
yeah, and that they're here because they're big fans. Well, their girlfriend showed up at some point, and hanging all over them. And then the Frank looking character, when the credits roll, he goes, "Oh my god, that was Meatloaf!" And then he turns to the Vilo Valo and is like, "Did you know that was Meatloaf?" And the other guy's like, "No." Like they were so shocked to find out Meatloaf was in this movie. But
Because you expect for him to rip some kind of song out, you know what I'm saying, if he's gonna be in there.
he
But he never did?
Yeah. What's his song? Whatever happened to the Saturday night? Right, that's his song.
No,
Yeah.
I'm talking about. Hold up. So they were talking about the Rocky Horror Picture Show?
You don't know Meatloaf was in it too?
I do know, but that's what they were talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, come
They
on.
had no clue that Eddie was Meatloaf. But they're not the point of the story. The point of the story is I was looking for a riffraff, not the rapper. And nobody was dressed as riffraff. And I got to say, 90% of the crowd was kind of old white people.
So much like yourself.
I'm older. There was a lot of younger people, too. There was definitely flesh on parade. But
yes. Something for daddy.
but I'm looking, there's no riffraffs. Okay. And then finally, this fucking lady pops in. A black lady who looks like, you know, the lady who pops her eyeballs out?
Yeah.
Yes. It
yeah,
looks
I can immediately picture her.
exactly like her, but she's kind of more dressed like a mix of Jay and Silent Bob. Like that was her. That's the only riffraff that was there. Like she had like the literally, like she had a blonde, like it looked like she was cosplaying as Jay, wearing Silent Bob's trench coat with a pair of fingerless gloves. But she was the riffraff, and I mean, as soon as she popped in, I kind of died, like I laughing, like because it was very humorous. That like
What a fucking
how
combination of things.
lovely. It was a lovely laugh because it was the exact subversion of expectation. Like I'm looking for a tiny little fucking white man fucking walking in, and I get this fucking big fat black lady as the only one, and I loved it. It was great.
Speaking of which, have you guys seen the Boondocks episode where they parody Tyler Perry and he parodies a scene from the Rocky Horror Picture Show?
No, did they do a Rocky Horror with Medea as Frankenfurter?
Yes.
Then I'm gonna have to watch this as soon as I get out of here in a second because I gotta go to work now.
Wait no longer.
The show was so damn good. Gone way too soon.
I always thought it was racist against black people. I didn't like it.
Nope, you were wrong about that.
So people say. Well, can't hear it, but it does look. Oh, look, there's your little magenta Columbia thing. Oh, there you go. Now he's Frankenfurtering. Oh, yep. Now he's definitely. I'm definitely going to look at that. I like the udder tassels. Oh, boy. There was some of that. Like, let me tell you, the person playing Magenta? I think Magenta.
Tyler Perry
bizarre tits.
Tyler Perry had this band. He had this pull from all television.
Really? That's hilarious. Woman, who was playing did you notice the really weird tits on the one playing Magenta that looked like fucking you could ski down them? They were like the craziest slope in the world. They looked like a fucking, I don't know, like a wizard shoe or something.
He's talking about cleavage. He's not talking about Asians.
There's a white lady, so no, no one can accuse me of nothing. What a weird set of tits she had. What a weird set of tits. I got them on video.
But yeah, that was so funny. I mean, it was like I told my daughter. I talked to my daughter about that, and I was talking to her about like the reaction I would have had to that if I were Tyler Perry. It's weird to me that nobody knows the inner workings of the studios and shit like that, right? But the way Aaron Magruder framed it in this episode, it's like it's so. A lot of it's that. A lot of it's cultish. A lot of people seem like they're just like entranced and everything like that, and it's crazy. And it's like to react to have it banned. It almost says that what Aaron Magruder created has legs.
It's too close to reality. I can't have this.
Yeah, like to me, it's like, are you really around there dancing? You know what I'm saying? Dancing in corsets and your, you know what I'm saying? In your whole thing. Are you really doing that? Because if you're not, why would you have it banned?
Like, yeah, it's a fucking cartoon. Stop being so butthurt if that is the case.
Well, I mean, with what's recently come out on Tyler Perry, I mean, it kind of all makes sense now. I can't believe how shocked I am to learn that he's a homosexual like that.
He had a wife. You should be.
And so did Elton John, right?
No.
You sure?
I'm very sure. As long as I've been listening to music off and on since I was a kid in the 80s, and there's never been a report of a wife. Never.
Here, I don't know if you can see it, but on the left are those really weird titties I was talking about. You really can't see it that well, but
okay.
Especially
I do see the slope that's not Asian.
It is. They wonderful performers, and the Brad and Janet over there on the right, so good, so good. The Frankenfurter, the lead singer, he fucked up the most. And the girl there with the mouse ears that you believe that's Columbia, she was probably the best. She was like the only one who was in sync with the movie.
Look, let me ask you this while we're looking at very interesting and unique theater experiences. I've seen this one commercial called Fork and Film, where like you go.
I just wanted you to see the tits. That's all.
Oh yeah.
Also, Elton John did have a wife in the 80s.
Really?
Yep.
I never heard a report on any wife. I swear to God, I
Married
never
for 4
heard any
years
report on any wife
in the 80s. Renate Blauel. His current wife is David Furnish.
But yeah, I swear to God, I mean, maybe I wasn't. Yeah,
David Furnish.
No, I meant whose wife is that, but I don't even want to know anymore.
Elton John.
Oh, okay.
The Piano Man. Sorry, continue.
Oh no, it's not. I simply go back just to say that, you know, I truly believe that regardless, you know what I'm saying? Look, like I heard about Tyler Perry having a wife and kid, and about none of the Medea stuff was never about being gay and everything like that. Heard all the stuff, but then I heard all the I've seen, man, YouTube, to me, YouTube has become better than TV for me, because they talk about the shit that I really want to know about, and the suspicion and the fact that the Medea idea itself was a steal from another, from another
kind of.
Huh? No, not that. An actual comedian that was out here. He was actually gay and cross-dressing and doing like a radio show or something like that, and was doing content, and like it was even doing like stuff like live, and Tyler Perry would come to his shows and would, you know what I'm saying, and it would always somehow good he was, and then was starting to do plays, basically taking his character, taking his lines, you know what I'm saying, from his content and shit like that, and he was supposed to put him in one of his movies and whatnot. But yeah, he did put him in one of his movies, but he had him play a more masculine role. He wasn't cross-dressing at all in the movie, which was like super weird, you know. And yeah,
well,
it was like more.
He wouldn't want to make that connection, you know.
Yeah.
But to put him in the movie that way, I mean, I don't know.
I've
know.
never
Like
heard
I said,
this story, but I mean, it's common. Like you're saying, he stole lines and characters. Okay, that's something.
No, he stole like the Medea character itself was something that he kind of farmed from this particular, person who was a male, gay, and a cross dresser.
You got to farm though, Stone, because like. If I want to play a lady character, I'm going to go watch other men play lady characters and see what works, what people like in that portrayal to inform my portrayal.
But you would create your own
lines and characters,
your own dialogue in there. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. He didn't.
All right. So then that is definitive farming.
And it wasn't like different people that were doing that. It was like he seemed to, from what the now again, I will also say as a journalist, from what the particular person says from their own account, that he would attend multiple performances when he would do this, that Tyler Perry would attend multiple performances, and like when he would look at plays, he would hear certain lines and certain things that he would say and things like that. The wig, what I'm saying, even the style wig that he would wear was, what I'm saying, was appropriated.
I thought I was unmuted. That's interesting for sure. But not as damning as all this butt stuff he does.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, but there were also guys that were saying, I don't know. There were also guys that were saying that Tyler Perry was definitely gay, There were certain people who went on to YouTube and were willing to speak out directly and say that Tyler Perry was gay, was definitely
Do you not
trying
know
to.
about the texts? Because this is new. Like that, they released texts between him and a co-star or one of his employees on what's some show he does on BET. It's a drama show.
With the
So it was like
so this
earlier this year or something,
has to
right?
do with the lawsuit.
Oh yeah, no, it's new. There's a lawsuit, yep, but they dropped the texts, and you can see all of the stuff. Like Tyler Perry's telling them it's okay to basically, to do each other gay stuff because you just have Christian guilt and God. You could still love Jesus and suck sticks and stuff. A lot of stuff like that. It's really predatorial and gross the way he's flirting, let's say.
Wow. I didn't. Wow, man. I didn't know that. I didn't know there were released texts on this. Where, like I said, where have I been? This, like I said, I've not been looking in the right place because I did not know that there were released texts concerning this whole situation. I knew about the lawsuit, and I think the guy that's one who I think he was connected to the Oval, I believe, at the very least. But it may have been maybe other projects that he was connected to also. But I think he was definitely connected to the Oval.
Do we trust
TV.
Vibe?
I haven't heard anything that would give me reason to completely not trust them. But I mean, you know how we feel about media overall. But I mean,
they're dropping the text. They have them up on their shit and like it starts with him like talking business with this guy and telling them like because the guy wants to sell him a show, and he was like, I really want to. I want you because I don't want to miss another Schitt's Creek. He goes, you know that Eugene brought that to me first, but I didn't get it.
He didn't get.
Yeah, he didn't get Schitt's Creek.
He didn't get it. He didn't get it. A rich family, a rich, you know what I'm saying, a rich above it all family, you know what I'm saying, gets fucked, goes broke, and the only place they have to go is a joke town that the father bought for the son, you know what I'm saying, and everything like that. You don't get that. Wow.
Get what? I'm reading these texts looking for the dirty stuff. Oh.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm just saying, like, you don't get Schitt's Creek. You don't get that premise. Like, come on.
It's like, yeah, if you legitimately don't get that, maybe you shouldn't be in the business.
Like, if you don't see that there's a potential, and then you got a Eugene Levy, you know what I'm saying? And why do I always get her name messed up? What is her name? God damn it. I always fuck her name up. I always get her mixed up with the other actress that has red hair, I think.
Fuck. Hold on.
Catherine O'Hara.
What's the actress you're looking for? Because I finally found a text worth reading.
Catherine O'Hara. I always want to call her Maureen O'Hara.
Moira. I want to watch that show again. That's a fucking great show.
I've only seen like maybe 1 or 2 episodes. It's one I've always wanted to actually watch properly.
Get to it. Because, I mean, you might think it's a gay show, like people try to claim it is. Nothing gay about it.
I mean, everything's gay, if you ask people. Oh, it has gay undertones. Yeah, does it?
It was like I said. Okay,
oh no, they're not undertones, Damien. They are overtones. But it's not a gay fucking show. There's nothing gay about it. It's a fucking.
All right, sorry about that, guys.
Fantastic show. You were saying, Stone?
To me, it's a societal show. I mean, look, look. Dan Levy explores. You know what I'm saying? Explores. You know what I'm saying? Actually explores being bi in a. You know what I'm saying? In a TV show or a sitcom or whatever. He actually explores being bi, truly being bi.
Well, and, he's pansexual.
Okay, so what is the topic now?
Pansexuals.
People who fuck anything.
Yeah, but we're speaking about rolling into that Tyler Perry.
All right, hold on.
One second. I was going to answer your question real quick.
All right.
We were basically speaking about how Tyler Perry didn't get Schitt's Creek. So he didn't basically sign on for it when it was pitched to him because he didn't get Schitt's Creek, the TV show.
Okay, but isn't pansexual just bisexual but with extra steps?
No, pansexual is you will fuck like anyone, right?
Well,
Well,
I mean,
there's only so many anyones, man.
Yeah, I know, but I think that's what it means. Just like, yeah, anything's good. Whatever it is,
they
throw it at
claim
me.
it
No,
means
Throw it
you
at me.
don't
no.
have a
Fucking-
defined. You
fucking
don't.
anything is called omnisexual.
No,
Oh, I say
can
anyone.
let me explain this to you. It's the bisexual is equally attracted to a male and a female. A pansexual is not attracted to either gender, but will be attracted to any gender. They're attracted to people, allegedly. Though that sounds
like I
exactly the
said,
same as bisexual. So if you need another thing that expands it,
Oh my
then
god,
does that mean
is
because you'll fuck
bisexual.
dogs and cats
No,
and ponies?
I mean,
what
Oh
the
my
woman really wants to say
Logically,
something about the gays.
So I was right. It's basically just bisexual but with extra steps.
I mean, if you want to humorize it, I mean, you could say that, but
I guess
but-
trans is included. No, what won't a bisexual have sex with a trans?
Yes, they will.
No, she says no. Apparently, bisexuals can only have sex with men and women, not men-women. That doesn't make any sense.
Oh my god, dude.
And
That doesn't
let's
make
be honest,
any sense.
bisexuals tend to lean more to the gay side.
I used to be friends with somebody who.
I thought he was going to say, I was a bisexual for a while.
No.
But then
Shut up.
Jesus
Do not
saved
put
me.
words in my mouth, you bastard. Okay? No.
Words or anything else that I may find
I
yummy.
used to be friends with somebody who had a close friend who identified as trans. And according to him, that person was in a relationship with someone who was bisexual, and that person was male. So,
Well, they were clearly wrong, Charles.
yeah.
Bisexuals are not allowed to have sex with transsexuals. Only
Well,
the pansexuals can
I'm
have
just
sex with
telling
them.
you what I was told by this former friend of mine.
Listen, I'm saying though, even if you're omnisexual, doesn't that simply mean that like they will bang anything like beyond human and beyond boy and girl? Like if you have to go beyond bisexual, does that not imply literally fucking your couch or fucking a squirrel or whatever?
That's an inanimate object, dude.
Yeah, but like if you go by the definitions of a trans woman is a woman or trans woman is a man, whatever if you go by that, then bisexual should apply to all these things.
Right. Then there can only this woman was the one who was arguing up. So then what is that point? Woman, if these people they say that the trans man, like a woman turns into a man and now it's a man. And a man turns into a woman, now it's a woman. So if a bisexual has sex with a transsexual, then they're having not sex with a transsexual, but whatever gender that transsexual identifies as.
Exactly.
Counterintuitive?
Okay, yeah, I can't be.
It's all just to say it's all just to say there's a really large spectrum, and in one space you could pork a baby. That's what they're saying.
No.
That's what they're saying. Expanding beyond bisexuality leads to there's a space where it's okay to pork a fucking baby.
Oh, God.
Period. You can't expand beyond bisexuality.
You know what?
These are their rules, Charles. We're not making them.
And I can't believe that a statement where like I'm making right now, which in no way condemns a homosexual or a bisexual, still somehow makes us all in the fucking space of wrong talk. And
Right.
we're all like, you're just by you people listening, you're fucking might as well scream N-word.
Like never once did we say there's anything wrong with it.
No. But we didn't say it's right. Literally just did say it's right, actually. Said
I'm
that
gonna have to limit.
if
my
you're a
contribution.
bisexual, that seems like somewhere within a spectrum of natural order, correct? I mean, it's occurring in nature. Therefore, it's somewhere within the spectrum of natural fucking order. But to expand beyond that means you're making a target where you could fuck ponies, squirrels, and babies.
I'm gonna have to limit my contributions
okay.
to this conversation for the moment.
Well, anyway, how about this? Let's just get back to that text I found. Stone, are you there?
I'm gonna go with no. He's
Damn
not
it,
there.
because I found the one. Damien, I remember now. We actually did read these texts, and you and I
I was
did a
going to say,
recreation.
I feel like we talked about these before.
Yeah. Swore we'd have read him to Stone, but you see, he smokes. He partakes in the use of like 18 blunts per show. That was a callback. You guys really should appreciate my presence here today, because I've been here for so long, and I could have been working on this
aren't you
wonderful
supposed to be
new
like getting
film
ready for work for like the past
International
hour and a
Rangoon's
half?
putting out.
I think he washed his balls like 2 hours ago, and I don't know, maybe the water was too hot, and he's like, I can't go to work with these
I don't
bright
wanna
red
go
balls.
anywhere. Like, what? Why would I want to go anywhere? But gotta.
Oh man,
So,
now my hands smell like WD-40. Ugh.
Gender fluids aside,
I mean, that's not what WD-40 is, but okay.
You don't know that. How do you know that? Have you looked at the ingredients?
yeah, you don't know that.
Look, I had to help put together the cushioning on a garage door. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's code, isn't it?
No, it's not code. That is
Yeah,
literally what
you
I
had
just
to
had
install
to
some cushioning on a garage door. That's code for
sorry,
butt stuff. What was
do.
his
That
name?
is not code. That is not code for that.
Yeah. Charlie Sheen is going on a press tour confirming that his gay acts did not involve butt stuff. I'm not joking. That's his exact words.
He's been everywhere.
I saw the advertisement for that AKA Charlie Sheen documentary on Netflix the other day, and I was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna watch this at some point.
Do. It was good, right? I forget. The AKA Charlie Sheen. Gee, she fucking yammers throughout this half of the show. And I actually asked her a question. Yeah, she said, yeah, it was very good. I watched most of it, but I wasn't paying attention. I was doing stuff.
Yeah.
I think he was on Rogan, he was on Conan's podcast. He's been all over the place lately.
Maybe he's having a comeback.
He needs a paycheck. He burned it all out.
Yeah, he burned it on hookers and blow.
I do find the timing interesting, honestly.
Why do you find it interesting?
Comebacks. Well, the sudden Trump suppression of the Epstein list. And that whole world is suddenly being swept under the rug, and now certain people who were implicated in these things, for instance, it's been alleged by Corey Feldman that Charlie Sheen raped Corey Haim on the set of the film Lucas when Corey Haim was like 13 or something. This very much is a damage control. Like his whole AKA Charlie Sheen, in my opinion, just like that Pee Wee Herman movie. That's another one which totally disturbed me to learn that he was a homosexual. Not that there's anything wrong with it. Pee Wee Herman is a sexless little imp. He's the embodiment of childish glee and like innocence.
The character is meant to be. Okay.
Except for that time when Paul Rubens did the thing that he did in that theater.
Not the character. Well, that's the thing. Yes, I mean his image was already damaged, but the point is his sexuality never mattered. It didn't matter. The sexuality of Paul Rubens bore no reflection on the innocence of Pee Wee Herman. Now, when they put this thing out, it really was just to sort of either sensationalize or in a way squash the pedo rumors that are existing around Paul Rubens, because he had some gay homo erotic art. As I'm using their words.
Wasn't it like
involving-
like things from like the 1910s or something like that? Or
allegedly, but
1920s?
look, we're glossing over. Look, that's his cover story, and sure, you can buy it, but he was very good friends with Jeffrey Jones, and Jeffrey Jones would go over his house very often with a boy that was, I think, like 10, who Jeffrey Jones was taking nude photographs of, not at Pee Wee Herman's house, to anyone's knowledge, but when you consider that's his connection, and then you have charges against both of them. I mean, you know, Paul Rubens only got investigated because Jeffrey Jones, the principal from Ferris Bueller, was busted for.
It wasn't a theater.
No, that was years prior. He was just jerking off in a porno theater.
Which is like, well, what else are you gonna do there?
But
Just
this
sit and
documentary
get straight with your hands clasped.
really.
You want some guy looking at you? This your spot? This is where you jerk off? I
There are
can't
just
jerk off
these
beside
things you
you?
didn't need to know about Pee Wee Herman, like that he basically based the character on his skinny and this is important for aesthetics. His very skinny black AIDS infested boyfriend. That's who he now. The aesthetic of that. Picture that in the 1980s. Now, can you picture that man? Like, you know, that guy, like that very typical looking guy, the gay black man of the fucking 80s, skinny, who eventually succumbed to AIDS. That's Pee Wee Herman with black skin, literally. So Pee Wee's laugh, all that shit, it all comes from his gay boyfriend, and who again died of AIDS right around the time Pee Wee rose up. So he was doing all this really saucy gay content, and then suddenly became a children's star, and the powers that be erased this whole world. Like, it's crazy that we never saw this shit until now. And I don't know, man. They just like, it seemed like they were running cover. Like, nope, no pedophile stuff with Jeffrey Jones. He was just a super, super duper gay guy.
Don't diddle the kids. It's wrong to diddle the kids.
I hope he didn't. I really hope he didn't. Because there is a touching story there if you take it at face value of the man you never knew. You know what I mean? And that very sad life he lived. But when you add the fucking undertones and the Jeffrey Jones connection, it's likely he did what Michael Jackson never did.
But I mean, it's so weird because he is the fucking, like, he was in Howard the Duck. He was the first. I mean, it was like
He was in fucking Deadwood.
I was actually kind of shocked that they brought him back
yeah.
for that final movie.
Did they? I forget. I remember
Yeah,
wondering.
they did. Because I was
Insane.
kind of like, wow, I didn't think he'd ever work again.
It's like, all right, it's okay. It's okay. You took those nude pictures of those fucking boys, but you could come back and have a fucking job in our fucking show. That's ridiculous.
I mean, is it? I mean, it's ridiculous to us, but I mean, this guy was, again, like, see, the point I was trying to make is that he was a part of our fucking youth. You know what I'm saying? Like, really young, even before I was supposed to be watching these movies. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm fucking sitting here
supposed to be watching them. That's
I mean, come on,
decided.
not under MPAA guidelines. I wasn't.
Oh,
you know, so
trust me, you were. But go on. You're right, though. He was an icon of our youth.
Yeah.
But still,
and I can't watch those. I can hardly watch those movies now because of him being in it.
Well, imagine he didn't turn into a sick monster yet. That's still a man uncorrupted. There you go. You can watch those.
No, but it's just a man uncaught. Is how I feel about it. It's just a man uncaught. Like, I mean, like for me,
It's hard
like
to watch anything, bro. Knowing what Victor Salva did in the same house Sam Rockwell was in. Victor, like this is what Hollywood is. Look at the fucking cast of the movie Clown House. Look at who those actors are who were there. And at some point, the director, writer was able to take a 10-year-old and sodomize him on film in the basement of the set of this house, and nobody knows? Come on. Like, and then that guy goes on to be the biggest Disney fucking dude because he's a fucking Renfield ghoul. Because he provides for these fucking ghouls. Yeah, so it's hard to watch anything in the 80s and 90s. Because, like, I'm literally, it's a very sick world where I'm like, dude, this fucking kid probably's been raped. Like, it's hard to watch, like, Pet Sematary. Because you're like, did somebody rape this fucking kid? This kid who, like, in our brains has been like,
you never know. Peter
He had put out one of the greatest acting performances of any child actor ever. Like, legendary Miko Hughes. But now, because of everything that we know, it's hard to watch that shit and be like, did something happen to these fucking kids?
What they did to Peter Pan, what they did to the actual kid Coogler, that was the inspiration for Peter Pan. Like what they did to him. Fucking fucked up, man.
Tell me, I don't have no idea.
Of course, you know, I mean, the actual original animated, you know, the animated movie, even a live action movie that they did was all him. That face that you see in those and those old classics are an actual kid actor. He was big time, and then all of a sudden, I guess he got a little older. The reports were he couldn't even get a meeting with anybody when he went to the studio. Got a fucking, you know what I'm saying, abruptly escorted out. Pointed, you know what I'm saying, ended up dying broke, you know what I'm saying, and unidentified to a certain point until his mother, you know what I'm saying, had to press Disney Studios to fucking, like, you know what I'm saying, find him, confirm it was him, and give him a proper burial. Man, it was disgusting. The man who made you know what I'm saying, we'll just say, to be modest, a small fortune for them, as, you know what I'm saying, becoming the inspiration of Peter Pan for Disney. We'll say a small fortune.
Look,
and
Disney's path is paved in blood. That's a fucking fact.
And I mean, but it's just like that shows me right there, man. They probably used that kid up, and then when he aged out, they just fucking like tossed him away. They had his face and his likeness before people even knew the value of that type of shit, really. You know what I'm saying? They had his face and likeness. They continue making money off of it while he just fucking like decayed. You know what I'm saying? Essentially.
This story sounds vaguely familiar, actually, but I really can't place it. I do have to leave for real now. It's 2:06. I'm late. But I wanted to tell you this before you left. I was actually waiting to say this to you when you came back, Stone. I got one of the text messages from the Tyler Perry, and this is very real. Are you ready for it? Damien and I, we actually performed this live in the past, but I'll do this as a one-man show this time for the sake of speed. Okay, you ready? So here's a text that comes at random at 5:32 p.m. April 27th, 2021. Tyler Perry messages his boy toy, Derek, who's on this show. And he says, "You know what I cook, Derek?" The pause is because that's two messages. So he puts the first message, "You know what I cook?" And then he responds again, "Derek?" And Derek responds in two messages, "Spaghetti? Cake?" To which Tyler Perry responds, "You." There you go. He cooks him. So that's code for butt stuff, like Charles's padded back door. Call back on the way out. Boom. Win.
That.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Come on, man. Really? That's. Come on.
No, there's more specific stuff. What do you mean? You don't think that's gay? You don't think that's him saying, "I'm going to cook your butthole"? You know what I cook? Stone.
Shut the fuck up, man.
What? You want to know what I cook, Stone?
No, I don't.
No, you sure? All right. Well, I got to go to work. I'll talk to you guys later.
All right.
Have a lovely rest of your program.
Thanks for all that fun talk.
That wasn't my fault.
Yeesh.
Society. Yeah, I
No.
listen. There was halfway through that conversation where I'm like, why do we always fucking... And I can't watch media. I'm done. I'm done with this planet, with these people. I can't watch anything anymore because this is just where it goes. So I don't think I will join another Tee-Hee Tv. How about that? Since it's only about media, and I can't seem to not become enraged and disgusted when I talk or think about media. Can't. I think it's done. I think my relationship with media is over. Good day.
Good day. Okay. Should we close this thing out?
Yeah, I'd say so.
What? Oh, the shenanigans are over?
I
Yeah.
mean, where do we go from here?
Yeah, I think it's time we should call it.
All right.
Well, I wish that. Well, technically, it wouldn't have been Halloween anyway because we're after Halloween. But
Yeah.
let's wish the Halloween special would have been more special. But hey, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We'll prepare
we
next.
talk about spooky
We'll prepare better
things.
next.
When I say spooky, I mean just downright awful.
Mm-hmm.
We'll prepare better next year. I mean, we did talk Halloweeny stuff there. I mean, you know.
Yeah, we did.
I've done a shit job of Halloween and of the spooky season this year in general. I barely watched any horror movies this month.
But I do
Although-
say the Marvel Zombies and Nosferatu and the monkey theme would have been very Halloweeny if we would have went with that.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, hey,
we can still do it next week. A belated Halloween special.
Yeah, a belated Halloween special.
the stale candy Halloween special.
Yeah, stale candy with mold growing on it.
Oh, after a week, come on, you're using the candy that you had from last year, apparently, the handout candy.
Yeah. All right,
Double
I'll
it
go
up,
ahead and
kid.
close this out. All right, so everyone, thanks for stopping by for Tee-Hee TV, where we were supposed to talk about Marvel Zombies, Nosferatu, and the Monkey, but we devolved into Shenanigans, and we also had our special guest, the ever-amazing Jim Grindle, as always. So, as always,
Which
I
is
am
why
Charles.
shenanigans happen.
Yep. As always, I am Charles. With me today is Damien, along with Stone.
Co-killer.
Yep, and we will thank you for stopping by to check us out, and we will see you next week, where hopefully we will get to, or should I say, finally get to our discussion of Marvel Zombies, Nosferatu, and the Monkey.
I move that we shrink, not malicious, but just to make sure that we can kind of get it all in. That if we do have, Jim as a special guest, that we shrink the shenanigans, saying session down to 30 minutes, maybe 35.
Yeah, I guess we could do that. Yeah.
Because going an hour, then we've already gone an hour, and then we trying to go into the other stuff. I mean, like I said, we can talk and we can go, and and it can go. So yeah,
Listen, once you get to 2 hours, and if you haven't touched on anything, you're fucked.
Yeah. But I
Yeah,
think
see,
I think next week when we discuss it, we should just jump right into the meat and potatoes of the discussion.
Sounds good. And I think I'm already gonna have to look up a recap, if not rewatch Marvel Zombies before next week.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to do the same.
I'm gonna have to say that I thought it was going to be a girl power, generated, series, but okay, it quickly shifted from that, at least a little bit.
You had the same fear as both of us watching that first 10 10,
Yeah.
12 minutes or whatever.
Yeah, I thought the exact same thing. I thought it was going to be like girl boss energy, but that's not what happened at all.
No.
Yeah. So I mean,
And
okay. So there we're going. We're getting there. So I mean, it was. I mean, I want to be clear before we get out of here. I don't want to. I don't want to say it like, because I have a daughter, and one of the things that when I seen that she was really into like Kill Bill and Ultraviolet and whatnot, is that it became a thing for me to like find like movies that would really kick into that, you know what I'm saying, for a little, you know what I'm saying, a little bit. She liked to see females as a lead kicking ass. And you know, okay, I've never minded that myself. You know what I'm saying? Cynthia Rothrock was always one of my all-time favorites. You know what I'm saying, along with Michelle Yeoh. So
that's a good one.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Cynthia Rothrock. I mean, come on, China O'Brien. I mean, oh yes, she's definitely somebody I have a great respect for. You know, no question on that. So I do not have an issue. And by the way, and going down the line, Sigourney Weaver, fucking Linda Hamilton. You know what I'm saying? I also have, you know what I'm saying, respect for them. It's not always about martial arts and stuff like that. It's about the females taking the lead, kicking ass, but they come from. But I think that they made them legendary, especially fucking Linda Hamilton and Sigourney Weaver, is that they came from a vulnerable point. They came from another perspective, and then they had to kind of step into that because situations kind of called for that, and they had to step into that. You know what I'm saying? And it made them more awesome because of that. So, you know, so I'm definitely big on, you know what I'm saying, girls kicking ass. Heroic Trio is one of my all-time favorite movies that has females as the, you know, as the lead. So, you know, definitely, I'm definitely not about that. But I just want it to be a situation where it's not always, you know, even through all of this, somehow it's the flip of the hair, it's the we're just so even awesome, and I was just hoping we weren't going there. That's all. That's all.
It's when it feels forced. That's when it's terrible.
Yes.
No, it's when it feels like it's too easy. Is when it's terrible to me. It's when
Well,
it's,
yeah, that
it's
kind of
when,
goes along. Yeah.
no, see, forced is like somebody you feel like unlike. See, forced to me is Queen Latifah as you know, as a female Denzel Washington in The Equalizer. That to me is forced.
Yeah, you're like, what?
Yeah, that if she's not doing it the way the original Equalizer TV show did it, then yeah, to me, trying to do it the Denzel Washington way was forced. Like to me, what I was feeling like was happening, even with the Marvels, it was like, to me, it kind of puts me in the energy. I kind of categorize it as like Legally Blonde type shit. Like, we're going to save the world. You're going to save the world. What? Like it's hard? Like that.
It's just like, boo you.
Like it's kind of like that's what I feel sometimes. And it is that right there. That's like, I don't want that. Like if
I guess that's just what I'm doing today. Tee-hee tee.
like, hope I don't, you know what I'm saying? Hope I don't scuff my heels. You know, it's just no.
I hope
you
you
know,
don't break a nail.
like
God.
you know, and then there's Sarah Connor that was like, I never even, you know what I'm saying? I've never even bought, you know what I'm saying, groceries for anything other than food, not for making a bomb. You know what I'm saying? It's like she's, you know what I'm saying? Like she's giving you like, I don't know about the kind of life that you had to live and everything like that. And it's really, you know, and again, Michael Bain, I gotta give him the credit, because without guys like him being willing to say, like, look, it's not about me, it's about you. I need to show you how to, you know what I'm saying, how to, you know what I'm saying, and you could take it as mansplaining or whatever the fuck you want to say, but his sacrifice is what created legends in 2 damn movie franchises. So, you know what I'm saying, I'm always going to give Michael Bain his fucking flowers.
Yep.
I'm always going to give him his fucking flowers for that, because you know what I'm saying, because that is the ultimate strong support. That man was a force in his own right, You know what I'm saying? Taking on the Terminator and taking on those fucking aliens and leading, you know what I'm saying, and leading the colonial Marines. You know, and I try to get this stuff right because I always want to live up to Charles's standards whenever I can. You know, so
They're
I want to.
impossible standards, but I think we get close sometimes.
I try, you know, what I'm saying I try my best, but you know, but yeah. So I always, every time we talk about anything even close to those movie franchises, I always give him his flowers for that because, you know, not a lot of guys would want to play the role where they ultimately sacrifice themselves. You know what I'm saying, for the female lead to step up and, you know what I'm saying, and emerge, you know what I'm saying, as the badass. So a lot of credit to him for that.
God bless him. All
But
right,
yeah,
folks.
but
Sorry.
again, but again, I'm sorry, I do apologize. But to bring some kind of point to that, it's just to say that, you know, I just look for a certain level of, like, if you want to do it, okay, if you feel like, you know what, the Linda Hamiltons and the Sigourney Weavers of the world, the way they played up the female heroine was passe. I would say if you want to do it in a way that brings a little bit more balance to it, you know, so to where somebody could feel like you could carry any movie because you're in it, I would say do it the Mila Jovovich way. If anything else, do it the Mila Jovovich way. You know, because that way at least you have some balance to that. That's what I would say. Otherwise, just kind of doing it the Legally Blonde way, it just will never be felt.
Mm.
So, you know, that's what I would say anyway. But I will close out. I mean, Halloween weekend has just gotten started. If any of you guys feel like you want to, you know what I'm saying, do anything else, even a much shorter one, you know what I'm saying, if the mood strikes, just let me know. It's Halloween. I'll be celebrating all weekend. So maybe even, you know, so maybe even a risky watch along somewhere. Maybe we need to set up a Rumble account. We'll talk about it. I mean, like I said, the weekend's just started. But I'll let you guys go.
All right. So, like I said, thanks for stopping by for Tee-Hee TV, and we will see you next week, where we will try to discuss Marvel Zombies, Nosferatu, and the Monkey. We'll see what happens. So, see you next week, everyone. Bye-bye.
And keep beating that drum.
Boom, doom, 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 doom.